unmute myself. Even better. I'm awake, kids. Run now.
And you're not blowing out the speakers of anybody watching. That's awesome. We got the sound right.
Well, that's because I didn't turn up my sound since the last time.
For a move, find the right setting and just leave it.
Yeah, that's generally how it works, yes.
You know, sometimes I remember, sometimes I forget, sometimes it's just it's a thing. So, good things are happening all over the place, right? Right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Tell us.
So, I need everyone...
How badly are we boned?
I mean, I didn't say we're boned yet. Rouse checks, everyone!
I'm hungrier.
Good to know.
I'm good to go.
Okay.
Can't tell the cat took it. Hold on.
Did Blue take your dice again?
Yes.
Can we have a non-blue dice taking area?
Yeah, I'm hungry. Which could end poorly. I should not eat Tommy. I'm gonna not eat Tommy.
Tommy is not somebody you should eat. This is correct.
What if you really want
Counter
to?
offer.
We can't eat players that are not here.
Why
Roommates
not?
are friends,
No, just
not
they
food.
wake up with an extra hunger and they don't know why. It's fine.
I don't know.
He might know why.
Yeah. This is a thing. So from last week's goals that you guys had, Morgan, you do get notification that your suit is ready.
Okay.
You do hear that you've gotten maybe another 2 members of your Thin Blood team on, as in members are learning how to do new alchemies, and they're actually going up a branch line for powers. They're realizing the different powers and how they can improve upon them. So they're slowly going up one branch. Because of all the different branches that there are, they picked one, slowly going up. And as they do it, they'll find 1 or 2 people and go, hey, we need test people. You're us. Let's work and collab. So you don't have exactly any boons you've gained this week, but you hear that they are working on experimentation to try and booster themselves up, and they're working out of your lab for it.
I'm actually going to give them a project to work on to coordinate between them and the mages.
The mages are doing something different right now. They're working on a shadow, what it is, how and how one can manipulate one.
Oh boy, that's not going to go poorly at all.
Mm-mm. So they're kind of like, here's our focus. You want us to focus here. This is where we're at. If you want us to diverge, that will pull away from this project. If you'd like to diverge, we'll do it.
Okay. A lower priority project then.
Mm-hmm.
I want to work with the Thin Bloods to come up with alchemy vial. I want 2 of them. I want one that will give the Thin Bloods access to their full powers for a night, and I want one that will take a full kindred and make them into a Thin Blood for a night. Please.
Okay, for the alchemy, they will say they'll attempt to, but that is not actually in their wheelhouse.
Right.
They'll attempt it, but don't expect a whole lot.
That's right. And so the thought is less that an alchemist can do it on their own, as an alchemist might be able to make something that a mage can then alter, or vice versa.
Okay. They will look into it, but they won't promise. They won't promise much.
Lower priority than the shadow thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally low priority. Give me a second. I'm making notes right now as we're talking. Depends on.
A mental note that I may have to burn down his warehouse.
Okay, so full power branch. Okay, so for Melody, your mom sends you your care package as per usual. Make sure it's refrigerated and taken care of.
Oh, good.
What you do notice is that with your care package, with all the new glitters and everything else that she's bought for you, because glitter is a thing, you do notice 2 rats that tend to be around the property more often now. They don't interfere in anything. They don't harm anyone. They don't bite anything. They're just skittering around at times and knowing.
Rabbits?
Huh?
Rabbits?
Rats.
Rats, okay.
And not rodents of unusual size. These are normal, everyday. There's just 2 of them. And you'll see them periodically throughout the night. Just like taking a look, see what's going on, making sure they primarily watch you. They don't care about Tommy.
The assumption's going to be that either Mom sent them or something's up, so I'm just going to send a message asking.
Mom would Olivia would note, you're fine. Just added eyes to help make sure you're okay and if you need messages.
Okay.
With that being said, you will hear that Olivia would be letting you know that there's more activity in their warehouses. And she may or may not have somebody trying to approach her to buy some of the old Capone lots that she has, like, next to her warehouses.
Okay.
Just make sure that you are aware that if you ever hear a name Olaf, to do not sass and be very, very careful.
It's not a snowman, right?
No, he
Okay.
same country, but he is not a snowman. So,
Is he a puddle?
I mean,
Not yet.
he was tried to reduce to one, but he fought against that. He said, nah, that went with me. And for our returning guest, you know who you are. You know what you're doing. I don't have to say shit now, do I? So,
Oh boy.
we're going to start all this off happily in Joliet. Morgan, you know where you're going.
No.
Oh, so I'm going down to Scarlet Drop to visit some of the old stomping grounds, huh?
Let's just say you got a personal invitation from William, both you and Melody, to go see him.
Okay.
I'm going to think it's odd, but I'm still going to show up.
I'm going to get my suit before I go.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would not expect you not to show up with that suit.
Okay. Gonna get, normal setup.
Mhm.
And, I think he asked me to be discreet last time, so I'm not taking the helicopter. I'll just... I think I'll take the bulletproof Land Rover this time.
I mean, sure, why not? I mean, that sounds perfect to me.
Actually, note to self. Hang on. New goal. Get the car warded.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, he would definitely invite both of you over to come on over and speak with him.
Okay. Do I send? Is there anything unusual in the message? Like, is there anything that might lead me to believe that things have changed with the last standing that I had? You know, with William, or that anything is amiss?
No, things are even keel. Same story. No worries.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'll head down. I'll let probably Olivia and Frank know that I'm heading down that way.
Yeah. And Frank, Frank would be like, yeah, no problem. Take it. Good to see you. If you want to stop by but if you want to stop on by, and have a talk, let me know. But
Okay.
glad to see you. You're coming by. Hope your day's going on. Blah blah blah. Frankisms.
Yeah.
Olivia would be like, okay, make sure Melody stays safe and she doesn't nom on anyone.
She won't nom on anyone unless they need nomming.
This is fair. Oh dear God, why? Hold on. I need to talk to my brother Derek now. Bye!
Tell him I said hi.
Will do!
Haven't eaten Ozzy yet.
You do know you said yet first, right?
Yeah.
So, as you guys get to the Skylight Drop, oddly enough, Boblin is not there. There are other Fae working the counters and such, and they see you both come in. The one girl behind the counter, she's more of a dark-haired, more of like a goth girl. She doesn't say much of anything. She just kind of walks around the counter. And she will... Well, that's a wave. She's more of summoning you to follow her. And she will take you to one of the private booths and let you two go in first on one side. She'll close the door, slide in on the other side, push a button, and the whole booth rotates. Or you feel it rotating. And she will turn around, open the door, and you will see, a hallway and stairs. And she'll go,
Hi, what's your name?
and she will say in a very, very hushed, whispered voice, Lily.
Nice to meet you, Lily.
Do I know Lily, or is she non-Fae?
You know her. You know of her, as in she is a Sloa.
Okay.
But you don't know her personally. And she will gently kind of go and point down to it. Melody, you can explain to Morgan later that Sloa is a Kith that can only speak in whispers, and that they cannot speak loudly at all.
Ah.
So that's why she's not talking and then having to explain everything. She's just getting quick to the chase to it all. And you can explain that to him when you wish to prefer, when you want to.
Probably explain it on our way down the hallway.
Okay. So she will have you guys leave that booth, and once you guys leave it, she will close the door, and I will leave it to you two to have a talk.
She's a Fae. One of the ones that can't talk very loud.
Oh. Okay.
Do you know what William wants with us?
Not sure, honestly. Usually, I would think that means that it's something that he's not comfortable discussing over whatever communication means he's using. It's usually, I expect that it'll be something confidential.
Okay.
And as you guys get to the door, you're going to hear William talking to somebody, to whom you're not quite sure.
Morgan will knock.
Okay. And you'll hear the kind of tones being quiet and hushed for a moment. And then you hear the I can.
And
Yeah, you'll hear the. Who is it?
it's Morgan and Melody.
Just a moment, and you'll hear quick explanations of things, like little hushed moments, and then go, Anta.
Before I go in, I'm actually going to, let's see, gonna pop my toughness. I'm not hungrier for that.
Mhm.
I don't remember. Do I need to activate Unswayable Mind?
No, that's passive.
Okay. I'm just going to make sure those are up and then head in. Because something seems a little unusual for dealing with William.
Oh, yeah, okay. And as you walk in, you will see William has redecorated. So there's a large table that one would consider like an old medieval dining room table that's got a whole bunch of seats around it. William is sitting on one end, and it's almost like right-handish, kind of. There's another gentleman. Does that gentleman want to say what he looks like?
He's a very tall, thin man with very severe, narrowed eyes, an almost Roman nose, little bit of facial hair. His garb makes him look like he's might have stepped out of an end of the Wild West cowboy story. He's got the large duster on, the 10-gallon hat on his head. He's got his hands in his pockets in a way that, displays the fact that he has 2 silver revolvers, or at least what looks like silver, with pearl grips at his hip. It's like at his hips, and he just kind of looks at the 2 newcomers.
A sight and Eyes of the Beast, Jenny.
There's nothing magical about him. He looks normal. Sense of Beast. Do you know what a kindred smells like? You know a kindred's beast.
And the room is just the standard William warding and so forth.
Yeah. The
Okay.
only thing is once you step inside, as you see these 2 gentlemen talk, I do need a wits and awareness from you guys.
All right.
Please and thank you.
Or what dice roll is. Here, button. Oh, look, I learned last
sight?
year.
Sight, possibly, yeah.
Okay. I just needed to know if I should roll that extra die, so.
Oh, absolutely.
5.
3.
For the 3, you see the 2 bodyguards off to the side. It's more of like they're standing in front of somebody who's sitting down. For the 5, I will direct you to game art. He is sitting with a old kind of top hat and kind of almost rusted, almost kind of like burnt and old, like an old-fashioned suit. And he looks like that. Very disformed, very disfigured. You can see the burn marks. You can see the claw scars. He has very little hair on his head, and you could only see one eye. But he is sitting in the corner as if he was listening to everything, just taking it all in. But his bodyguards, as you 2 walk in, Morgan will see the 2 bodyguards. But knowing Melody and her insatiable need to find out and look, she sees when she turns in that corner look of like, oh, who is it? being that, former pixie needing to know basis, and you see him like that.
Since the beast, I don't think asking if he's a Nosferatu is the best move.
No, and you do smell that everyone here is kindred.
Okay.
100%.
You made new friends, William.
Indeed, I have. Come on in. Sit a spell for a moment. Kyle, these two are highly trusted associates. Why don't you two introduce yourselves?
Hello, my name's Morgan Daly.
Clasps hand tightly. Kyle.
Melody.
Kyle Adams. Nice to meet both of you. Melody. Michael.
Morgan.
Morgan. My apologies.
No worries.
Yeah, William gets a smirk out of that one. Kyle, Morgan here is one of the Clan of Kings. Let's just say highly resourceful. You may or may not have heard of his mortal kin that, shall we say, were mayors of that little old city up north.
Your other friend.
Melody
Well,
over here.
yeah.
Melody over here is of a rather unique lineage. Former Fae. She's got ties at the court down here and up north. So, heard you been getting wanting an invitation, Melody.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
I heard you wanted an invitation to Queen Mary Elizabeth's court.
Apparently I acquired one. I'm not sure where that wound up, but yes. I'm not sure where I stand with the court after,
Well, you do notice Boblin wasn't here today, do you?
yes, I figured she was,
Guess who got called up to talk about you?
well, that could be good or bad.
Well, the reason why I summoned both of y'all here was because, as Mr. Callis graciously come to offer, I heard there was a little old incident that someone said that I was doing some kind of aggression onto Jackson's territory.
That's correct.
And do you know who started it?
I believe I do. I believe it is one of your peers from the northwest. Junie, I do not remember the name of the Baroness that you gave us last session.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's east of Joliet, no worries. It's east of Joliet, and her name was Augusta.
It was, I believe it was Augusta. Have a reliable source on that.
William looks over to Kyle. Any idea? Oh, still new and fresh.
I mean, seems to me like we got two real options at this moment. We can either go ask some questions, or we can skip the questions and go in guns blazing.
Well, as I appreciate guns blazing as always, how about you use some of that little sneakiness that you're so good at, Kyle?
I mean, I can be a little sneaky. I just prefer to be more charming, if I get the preference.
Of course, William's gonna laugh at that and go, yes, of course, that's what I meant, charming. And of course, you'll have a delightful lady by your side just to make sure that there's more charming things going about. Right, Melody?
I thought we called that glitter.
I mean, you say glitter, I say charming. We all say distraction. Oh,
I believe that
Definitely
I
distract.
believe we also call that craft herpes.
Yes, and I've got a whole bag full of it.
But why?
Distraction. Trust me.
Because I don't glitter anymore. I might as well make everyone else glitter.
I did say for my fade, didn't I?
That makes sense, I suppose.
I've been told not to share with friends, okay? It stays in the bag until someone deserves it.
Did you pocket glitter somebody?
What?
Well, it may have been a mage who was kind of under someone else's control. I figured I shouldn't kill her, but she needed to stop.
Right. Like I said, Kyle, they're inventive.
That have to do with that fracas I heard about a week or so ago.
Yeah, that was part of that whole mess.
Mm.
Which, incidentally, might be pertinent to our situation here. The people who were pretending to be under your banner, William, did have some dominated mages with them. And there was some sorcery going on.
And they're perpetuating the whole anti-mage thing with Jackson, then I'm assuming.
I believe that was the intent, which I'd prefer not to have Jackson clean out my pantry, if you know what I mean.
I prefer for Jackson to try and keep himself right where he is. Him in his place, me in mine.
That suits me just fine.
Seems like a good.
Nope, you were fine, Rob. You need to unmute. You mute yourself.
See, seems like a good status quo.
Hey, he stays where he needs to be. I stay where I need to be. I'm just doing what I need to do for my fellow kindred. Why rock a towel when I don't need to right now?
Exactly. More prosperity for all of us if we find ways to work together.
So why don't y'all be just the little lambs, y'all, and try and find out who this Augusta is?
Sure, I can help with that.
And as per arrangement, Kyle, we will discuss payment later. But the offer of the boon still stands for at the start.
Going adventuring? Are we supposed to call Ozzy? Or I don't think Tommy is getting up today.
I mean, you can try and call it that.
I think Ozzy had a gig out of town that he was going to.
Sounds good. Well, I mean, I know that I have the three most capable kindred in all of Will County right here.
I appreciate the flattery, but we both know you're more capable than I am, William.
I mean, you're not wrong, but at the same time, I can't just run a code. I can't run a barony, a coterie, an information system, deal with all the other councils I have, and then try and find out what this one uppity person wants about me. I only have so much in a night.
No man rules alone. I'll help you out.
That's why I have councils.
Well, let's go talk over how we want to go about this, just the three of us. I don't think we need to take any more of William's time. And we'll go from there. William, do you have any information on her or anything that we should know?
This is actually the first I've heard of her. She was not a part of the Barons Association I started over a year ago. This is a new and up-and-comer.
Is she actually a Baron at all?
Well, am I actually Baron? You hold territory as long as you can, and hold it until you can't.
Still more information than we had an hour ago.
Do you know how to find her? Any idea?
I know of, thanks to Kyle, I know of where her territory is. And it seems like she has taken up the area of Chicago Heights, which includes Country Hills, Homewood, Glenwood, and Fort Heights. I believe it's just south of my other guest. And he will gesture to the man in the corner, but he won't say his name. He'll just say my other guest. And they are all both directly south of Chicago.
I see.
I'd say about an hour and a half south. So, always a skip a jump away from the tower. And you just hear this grunt from the corner, but nothing more than that.
Would an accident be advantageous for you?
I mean, an accident would always be advantageous if I could turn around and get that barony. But then again, that would just be another extension around the, shall we say, Wolves Hollow, if you know what I mean.
I believe I do.
Kyle, just so you know, between my barony and apparently this person's barony is a whole hell of Garou Nation.
You mean to tell me this spot of domain borders Lupin territory?
Yup.
And we're gonna be going to another spotted domain that also borders Lupin territory. The same Lupin territory.
And he just points to Morgan and Melody goes, that's why they're here.
Should I call Uncle Derek before we leave?
That would be advisable.
You call him, I'll call Hera.
I step outside.
And he'll just look at Kyle and go, treaties are to be maintained.
Let's go to my country residence and talk this over further. We'll make a plan of attack.
I think that would be a most excellent idea.
Would you like to ride with us, or shall I give you directions?
Directions, but I do plan on just following.
But probably best not to get separated. Call me if we do, and Morgan will give him his number. And yeah, we're gonna go out on 80. We're going to take it's just between New Lenox and Mokina. It's on Chatfield Road. And he'll give him the address.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you all have a pleasant evening, and I hope to hear something soon about your progression.
Look forward to it.
Kyle just gives a...
So Morgan's gonna call Hera.
Mm-hmm.
Let Hera know that he and a couple of guests are going to his house near her, and that they'd like to talk some things over if she has time, and something that she and her people might be interested in.
Okay. She'll say she'll meet you there within about half an hour.
Okay. So we're gonna go. Morgan's gonna get back to the Land Rover and instruct the driver to keep an eye out for Kyle and not get separated, and then caravan to his country house.
as you guys leave, and as the doors close, and you will hear William say, "So, Sir Olaf, how can I help you this evening?" As the door closes.
Does Morgan recognize that name?
You might want to give me wits, street awareness, and any status in the camera like you would like.
I do,
Yes.
but I was warned about it this morning.
Yeah. And while that's going on, you will again go the same way you came. The same way you came in, you push a button. And again, you'll see the same woman. She will wait for you both to load, all three of you to load in. She'll turn the table around, it looks like, and then she will open up the door to let you all go out.
I'm gonna squirrel and jump on Morgan's shoulder.
I'm gonna hand the squirrel her one sprinkle.
The squirrel just realized she can't fucking talk to him. That's not gonna fucking work.
Oh,
We have to
great.
wait till we get in the car.
And what did you get for your results?
I got one success.
Yeah, you
I have no idea.
have no idea.
I'm not even sure what name was said.
You heard that he said Olaf, but it doesn't click. Not in any of your research or anything. It's just, it's just not. It's a 404 file not found.
Yeah, Morgan thinks that he said Olaf, not Olaf.
Yeah, that's fair. I can go with this one, absolutely.
So he's wrong name entirely.
I mean,
When we get in the car, because I know damn well Morgan's not the one driving,
yeah, no shit.
I'm going to try and find some paper and a crayon or something in my bag
Mm-hmm.
to write out, Olaf is who Mom warned me about this morning. I'm not sure we should trust this guy.
Warned you about? What do you mean?
He's been asking questions about me a lot. Which is a bit concerning.
Mom,
Did you ever get one of those rings from Gabriel?
I don't think I did. Derek has one, I don't.
I'm going to
Okay.
lend you mine for now. Morgan will pop off the ring and pull the little fold-up mirror out of his pocket. Keep these with you.
I will stick the mirror in my bag and the ring on my tail, sorry.
Okay.
And Morgan will text Frank and let him know that he has lent that ring from Gabe to Melody.
And you'll probably get a yerp.
All right, and so they're going to be, we're in the back of a dark Land Rover with tinted windows.
Mm-hmm.
Everything bulletproof, everything top of the line.
As it should be.
Yeah. And gonna keep an eye out for Kyle, and then once he pulls up, we're gonna head out to the country house.
Kyle walks to what? What kind of vehicle is Kyle riding?
Kyle.
No.
There, Kyle is riding his is taking his 2018 Indian Chieftain motorcycle. No upgrades, just he got the he opted for the faux leather saddlebags instead of the fiberglass outside ones.
Okay.
But other than that, it's It's not like it's not a chopper or anything. It's much closer to a Harley style cruiser than it is the affront to style and motorcycling that Mikey was driving.
And he'll pull right up against Morgan's car, or Morgan's SUV, and you guys will head over to... Yes, he is Skeletor. And you'll see him right up beside you, and you will head to the country estate. Would you like to describe that one, Morgan?
It is a modest country home. I think it's only about 15,000 square feet. It's on a couple acres of land. It's one of those places where it doesn't have a fence around the property. It has a wall around the property. There's room for a helicopter pad in the back. There's a pond in the back. It's 3 stories. There's a little 5-story tower on one corner. But a sensible, modest country getaway.
Okay. And so you will all ride up into there. I'm sure it'll take a little bit of time to park. Melody is still in Squirrel, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so when everyone gets there and Morgan gets out of his SUV, Kyle, you're going to see a squirrel on Morgan's shoulder.
Morgan,
Yes, sir.
where is Melody?
She's the squirrel. And the squirrel will wave at you.
Ah,
I'm assuming that Melody is dressed in a bright, sparkly dress.
I didn't think about it this time, so no, the squirrel just has a bag.
Okay.
And a silver ring on the tail.
Yeah.
noted. Right, so got somewhere I can sit down?
Yeah, let's go inside. And Morgan, there'll be on the side of the door with the hinges, there will be a stone that Morgan, a couple of stones that Morgan taps in a specific pattern to lower the wards enough for them to enter.
Okay.
Kyle is just looking around as I roll Sense the Unseen.
Actually, it's normal. Nothing is hidden. There's nobody around. You see this as a sprawling estate in a land of no one really comes around here. There are no Nosferatu hiding. There is nothing I mean, if there's a random ghost, it's a random ghost, but there's nothing actually trying to spy here. There's no one actually trying to hide around here. I'm getting there. I haven't finished. Thank you.
Oh, hi.
Yes, you do notice those. Those are shining like an ever-loving beacon of holy fuckery. And somebody has not only planned to making sure that his castle is safe, but he is betting on this shit to keep him safe. This shit's worded like Timbuktu. Not only does he have money, but he knows a person or two.
Fascinating place you have here.
Thank you. It's, I was quite taken with it myself.
And I'm
Well,
I assume you guys are all going to go into the house.
Yeah. Morgan will usher them in. There would be a sitting room off to the side near the entrance with, couches, chairs, coffee table. There would probably be a couple of Stanislaus' old ghouls that Morgan would have taken over maintaining the place. So there'd be a groundkeeper and a housekeeper just to, keep the place presentable and have some help around when needed.
Okay.
Can I offer either of you something to drink?
I'm all right. Appreciate, though.
Where are you from, Kyle?
I suppose nowadays it's known as California.
Okay. Here's the weather out there's lovely. And Morgan's just going to spin off and just try and keep the conversation going while he waits for his neighbors to show up.
And it's about a good 20-minute wait until you can see a Trans Am going up the driveway, doing the turn and stopping. And you will see a tall brunette woman, very tan skin, going towards the door.
Morgan will get up and go meet her at the door.
And she knows where things start, so she stops just before, and she's just kind of leaning, waiting for the door to open as if expecting it to.
Yep. Door will open. Morgan will reach out. Hey, Hera, good to see you. Reach out a hand. Single firm shake. We're all good. Come on in.
Okay. And she'll walk in. She's dressed right now in a black leather jacket with a t-shirt saying sarcasm, and it's got the loading bar across her chest. It's tucked into a tight pair of jeans, and she's wearing black knee-high boots. Where's the party at?
Oh, in here. Do you want anything to drink or eat?
No, actually, we just finished hunting. I appreciate it, though. I'd offer
Okay.
you jerky, but I don't think you want any.
Yeah, these days my diet's pretty restricted.
I don't know why.
People tend to get offended if you eat the wrong thing.
Yes. Yes, they do. I can attest to this.
That's why it's important to make sure that we don't do that.
So, where's this ball of, you want what now?
Well, partly calling you this evening was courtesy, because I don't want to go in and out with strange kindred around your territory without talking with you. So, come on, I've got a couple of guests I'd like to introduce you.
They're not trying to get into our business, are they?
No. In fact, we're trying to deal with someone who might be trying to get into your business and stop that from happening.
Okay. Lead the way.
In here. And Morgan will lead her in to meet Kyle and Melody.
And so she walks in, she looks over the two people. And she'll just go, she'll find the nearest wall, lean up against, across and go, sup.
Kyle, Melody, this is Hera. She is my neighbor. And Hera, this is Kyle and Melody. They're my guests. This evening we're looking into some potential issues that seem to be cropping up with your neighbor to the east. Don't know if you've bumped into him.
I wouldn't say bumped.
Have they been causing trouble for you as well?
You know that little thing about if you give an inch, they take a mile?
Uh-huh.
That's just say they tried an inch, we took a mile.
Good for you.
Is Uncle Darren still okay?
Oh yeah, he's up in Schaumburg. He's dealing with that shit up in Schaumburg and in the northern part of the city. Shit, we don't touch it. We're happy with our little chunk of land here. Though,
Okay.
if you all would stop trying to take this land, it would be nice.
That's actually part of the goal is, I think in order for civil discourse to be maintained, each of us has to sort of police our own.
Would you police them? I mean, while you're policing that, police Jackson, would you? That'd be appropriate. Sorry, but there are still people in the West that he's hunting down. Oh, he's still hunting us down.
I'll see what I can do.
I mean, if you could stop this whole thing since been going on since '93, that would be appreciated. But he's pissing off the mages too, and I'm sorry. I can piss y'all all I fucking want, but I am not crossing a mage. You look confused, sir.
You mean to tell me not only are there Garu,
Rawr.
we've also got mages here.
The
yeah.
mages are up north. They're not here. They're not down here.
Mages are everywhere.
By here, I mean within the city domain.
Yes, at least 2 or 3 factions that I'm aware of.
Do you know how to find a mage?
Blood-sucking pixie's not what threw him off?
Sorry, I don't mean to insult you, sir. You look quite green. How can I help you?
I'm not green, just new to the city.
That's what I meant by green.
Yeah, that's
That
not
tracks.
quite how. That's not quite how we used it.
I know, I'm younger.
Well,
By the way, I'm here. I'm the Sept Alpha here. I'm also, if you know what a Black Fury is, congrats.
nope. Haven't the foggiest idea what a Black Fury is, but the name Hera, as in the Greek goddess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, good, you know the name. Even better. So, yes, I could turn into a 12-foot tall piece of fuck shit that will make your life horrible. My tribe is pretty much very much women-centric.
Well, that seems rather sexist.
Oh,
But oh well. Not my place. It's not my thing, so
very much so, which is
Yeah.
fine. So, what can I do for you to illuminate this?
Can you tell us about the problems that you've had to the west? I'd like to. Go ahead.
Long and the short, this. What do you call them? Uppities? Dorks? Assholes? Ingrates? Bitches? Fuckboys? Fuck assholes?
Pretenders.
Thank you. Sorry, I don't know all the lingo for y'all.
I mean,
That's fine.
it's like you really can't use asshole. That's all of us. Got to be more specific.
It's okay, fair.
The man's not wrong.
This twat waffle decided to push us on the east, well, our east, her west, and push into our factions in our area. Frankfurt is right now a bit of a contention, being that they decided to go right on the border of a massive part of forest for us. Well, be that we're the ones that are not going to say no anymore because we can't go back into the city. Well, so everyone thinks. Yeah, we got people plotted in there. Nobody knows where the fuck they are. The best part is that we're trying to bring ourselves back, and this person's thinking that hunting us is a sport.
Did you have anything to do with the docks a few weeks back?
No. I heard about it. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was quite the scuffle.
I've been hearing that packs have been turning around and entering in the west and the north, trying to get into the city again. Trying to reclaim our land in this. I think it's kind of funny Jackson's thinking that he's the only one who can rule the city. Old boy don't know what happened. When we decided to talk with mages, yeah.
I mean, he's a Ventru. It's gonna happen.
What's a venture?
I feel attacked.
Am I wrong, though?
He's a... The lack of subtlety that I have been exposed to since being embraced is actually a little bit disturbing. There are many, many more ways to operate than it seems like many of our cohort like to think of. There are better outcomes to be had.
I imagine you haven't met too many towers who really believe in subtlety, have you?
Maybe one or two.
Wait.
Hera,
Yeah?
you mentioned a meeting with the mage. If you want me to set one up, let me know.
Oh no. Let's just say somebody introduced me to the local chantry.
Okay.
We have
Well,
an agreement.
Is there anything that I need to be aware of? Do I need to relocate any of my people?
What do you mean your people?
I've got many employees who work for me in Chicago. I'm responsible for their safety.
You have mages?
Among others.
It's nice to see that this situation it has shocked someone other than me, like, well, more other than just me, because just one moment, but you have mages.
I am on a diet.
They're your fucking diet?
Among other things. They're hard to come by. You must look after them and make sure that they do not come to harm, because they are very difficult to replace. Aside from the fact that, they're people too.
I mean, we were all people once.
We are still all people.
Well, no, you're dead.
And yet I think, therefore I am.
Therefore, you are now unpeople.
We still exist.
You exist. Yes, I will give you that one.
We exist, and I believe that it is prudent for us all to try to find common ground where we can work together.
We are working together.
Exactly.
We haven't noticed anything here that has changed. We have kept this as neutral as possible.
Likewise, and I very much appreciate that. And like I said, a large portion of this was courtesy to ensure that you're aware of who I bring in and out of your territory and when.
Oh, I appreciate it. You want to know about this turnip, huh?
Yeah, and see if we can find a solution that works for you as well as us.
Well, long and the short, I know is she came here mid-90s, was fine. We didn't have a problem with her until, 3 weeks ago. She sent a band into our area. They started setting up some shops, started doing some stuff, trying to claim some territory. Some of our packs decided to see what was going on. Being completely normal, didn't do anything, and then they decided to start shooting at us. I'm not about somebody shooting me, really. I understand that some people might have to turn around and shoot somebody, but you know what? When somebody's got to shoot someone and they use incendiaries, I may or may not slightly take offense to that.
I would as well. I understand.
So that was a bit of a bitch. And just trying to handle that was a little bit problematic. And then we decided to come in with a little bit more, shall we say, diplomatic needs and try to establish and understand where the boundaries are. They wanted an inch, and they were about to take a mile, and we said, how about no?
Do you believe that negotiations could be resumed?
Sure, if I put a gun to her head. If I could get to her.
Okay.
She's one of those ones that you like to run around with and beat up shit with. Yeah, the punchy ones.
You're going to have to be more specific. Claws, or
No.
fists, or
Fist
really
guns.
fast.
Well, no, not fast. But
Fast by our standards.
oh, yeah, kinda. But she was punchy, and she did a lot of bombs and guns, which we turned around and said, "How about no, you crazy bitch?" And
Bombs.
yeah, oh, old girl's got herself some incendiaries. When I know how to handle C4 since I was 12, and I have to undo a C4 brick, then you're dealing with some heavy shit.
Right, so we need to pop her arms and legs off and drop her somewhere where you can have a chat.
If you can find her.
Do you know what kind? Any idea how she makes her money? What kind of shops did she set up?
Oh, there were the usual gun stores, military surplus. There were some that were doing, the private investigation route. Things that were more information based, but they did this punchy kind of thing with it. Kind of like, there were some where they were trying to actually hustle some of the businesses. Like, we'll offer you security if you pay this much a month. Kind of crap.
Fascinating.
Guerrilla Mafia?
Kinda. A guerrilla mafia is something weird, I'd say is. They believe that anarchy rules and that they're the ones to bring things down. Down with the man is pretty much their whole standard MO. But that's only one side. We just started 3 weeks ago trying to look into this person.
Okay. I've had someone on my side ask to look into them as well. So.
I mean, I know you guys, you're kind of like the ruling people or wannabe rulers. Then you've got the people that are Olivia with the claws and the grr. And then you've got, well, all I have to say is William kind of mirror-ish. And then, of course, Gabe, who's the warlock.
Mm-hmm.
That's as far as I know. I'm sorry, you all do not come with a pamphlet of who is what and where and why.
Oh, that is intentionally by design. Why would we give away something that would breach our own rules like that?
Oh, full.
Melody's just holding a little jar of glitter, shaking it like, I don't think I fall into any of those marks.
Yeah, you don't. What? Well, and she'll look to Kyle and say, "Well, that's easy because who the fuck are y'all actually dealing with your rules? What rules? Because no rules have been obtained or observed in the past, I don't know, 10 years around here. Between Josh and this chick, what the fuck are rules?"
Apparently, it's don't eat each other, which I'm having some trouble with.
I mean, we can always help you with that.
That's an option. I'd prefer to have a little more dialogue. And I think that there are problems that come with keeping everything too confidential. Among other things, it ensures that people like our friend Hera here have no one to go to or talk to when there's a problem, which then means that they have no way to differentiate between factions and just breeds more conflict.
Well, the only one I know that you can talk to that I've discovered is some chick named Maggie the Bite.
Okay, is she like the Reaper, or do you have any idea what her title is?
Nope, just before I took off some dude's head, he said Maggie the Bite was gonna get me. And I told him, I said, bring it.
Sounds like a time for me to roll some wits and streetwise.
Sure, by all means. Anyone that would like to do that is more than welcome to.
Are we
No.
adding? Do we get to add anything else to the roll?
If you have any status in Anarch.
Nope.
Would my Artarchus status apply?
If
Or-
you do have autarky status, yes, that does apply.
Zippity doodah.
That's awesome.
Flat 3.
Flat 3.
Flat 4.
You're not wrong, Skeletor. Maggie the Bite. For both of you, she is heard to be rumored on the internet. Bite as in B-Y-T-E. She is known as a fixer and possible ethical hacker. But she does run a podcast of how to hack into systems, how to end run, and to also turn around and find your loopholes. She is on a pirated system, so people that try to she does know how to end run systems. She's on a pirated system, and the podcasts are always revolving. People have tried to put her on YouTube, and ironically enough, the YouTube things get shut down. So if you're not in the know on how to get to her, or if you're not in the know on how to hear from her, or where to look at, then yeah, it's a thing. But she's
Morgan's gonna get his
definitely Bruja.
Sounds like Olivia needs to employ an ethical hacker.
Yeah. So Morgan's gonna call an employee.
Mm-hmm.
Morgan's gonna call a virtual adept employee.
Mm-hmm.
And Morgan's gonna ask them to please find this person and find anything that they can about who they work for.
Mm-hmm.
And please do it ASAP.
Okay, give me a second. Now I've got to turn around and roll. Because now you're asking me to roll for a mage.
Sorry, Venture's got a Ventrue.
Good notice. She got 5. And so she'll say, yeah, I've totally heard about this person. Saved me about $4,000 on my taxes last year. Where do you want, when, where, how, and why?
Well, she's involved with some violence against some people that we don't want to start anything with. She's also been involved in some, well, violence against a few different groups that honestly shouldn't be happening.
Okay.
Just want to go talk to her. Maybe get her attention. Leave her a message and have her contact us.
Okay.
Can you leave her a message and tell her that we want to talk to her and her boss in Lincolnwood Hills at the coffee shop?
Yeah, I can do that. That's not a problem.
All right, let's do that. And do you think this is something that we can make happen tonight, or will we need to do it another day?
Let me reach out and find out.
Okay.
And they'll hang up and start doing what they can to find out. And Hera's just sitting there watching you guys all do this stuff.
Figured that we might be able to get them to the table for you. And Morgan will bring everyone else up to speed on, he'll kind of gloss over the virtual adept part and just be like, I've got an employee who's talented at this sort of thing, who's going to get Miss Bite's attention, and try to arrange a meeting for us.
All right.
I'm assuming I'm not going to be a part of this.
Do you want to?
How about you advise me of what happens?
Tell you what, I'll be the carrot, you be the stick. If she doesn't deal with me, we'll do this again and she'll get to deal with you.
I get to bring my pack, right?
Of course. I wouldn't expect you to do any. They're your pack. They're you have earned the right to lead them, and I would not dare try to take that away from you.
Oh, no. I earned the right to lead the Sept. The pack is, shall we say, my own personal little, shall we say, friends.
Bring whoever you like if it comes to that.
Even better. I'm down to clown.
I think we had sidetracked a little bit. Back to the safety of my employees. I know that you have an arrangement with some others. That's fine. Is there anything that me or my people need to do in order to stay out of things?
You're doing right now what you should have done. Let us know. Because the moment that we sniffed you out, I don't think you guys would have lasted very long. Not after the whole incident of a couple of years ago. When you had those Fleshcrafter assholes coming through.
And yeah, that's part of the point of things like this. You need to know when someone comes through, and you need to know when they're not with us.
Well, not only that, but last what, 4 or 5 months ago, when you guys decided to raising our dead.
That was the rogue faction, and I personally helped stop that.
I'm sure your friend here does know of the whole abomination area.
We haven't covered it. Would you like to bring him up to speed? Kyle, while we wait, would you like to hear some local stories?
I'm always interested in hearing about some of the local flavor. What?
You know what abominations are.
Looked like Melody needed to say something.
Oh no, she's doing something.
Okay.
She's doing something to
Right.
me specifically,
Mhm.
but this is fine.
He's not
Right.
quite my sire. Well, wasn't. He was more the person responsible for my embrace, but had a bad case with broken mirror last few years really, where he was thought it was a good idea to find and torture changelings, and eventually one of them survived an attempt to embrace it. Well, she was, let's say, considerably worse off than Melody is.
Speaking of Melody, you will see a squirrel on Hera's shoulder braiding tinsel into her hair. Hera's just letting it happen.
Probably something Olivia's gonna pay for later.
Meh.
It's a Miss Hera. Are you aware of
There's some things you just let squirrels do.
I think that means that you've been inducted into the tribe.
It's not the first tribe I've been inducted to. But you know what? I'll take this tribe over any silver fangs or red talons. Red talons, you're all human. You all die.
What's a red talon?
Don't y'all need those to make more of you though?
They won't breed with humans. They're all lupus born.
Ah.
I would take me over that any day because at least I will talk to you and negotiate. They take no quarter from anyone.
I think it's up to those of us who will negotiate to ensure that we're able to.
Not wrong.
Anyhow, we had Malkavian and Sire de Kiasid, and the Malkavian and the Kiasid went about embracing packs of Guru in an attempt to build a force to seize control.
I'm certain all of these fools have been dealt with.
The lucky ones are dead.
And the unlucky ones?
Sold to the technocracy.
So that's just a thing we're doing now.
It wasn't by our hands.
Well,
Might I ask who destroyed these other people? The ones that were destroyed.
We did some. They did some. The one that took that one crazy one that's sister to William. Didn't you all say that one dude actually did it?
yeah, Kane swung through town and took care of several of them.
I'm sorry, who?
Kane. Brother to Abel, drives a taxi.
Squirrel's just kind of sitting there a little
Leans in.
quiet now.
Okay. So what you're trying to tell me is the motherfucking Dark father came into town and destroyed a couple of dumbass upstarts?
I heard it was 2 packs that were trying to attack the crazy lady, and he just kind of went, and wiped them out of existence.
And
When Cain
took-
wants something that you want, you give up and let him have it. They learned that lesson the hard way.
And then he ran off with another one of y'all.
I'm
Yes.
still kind of pissed about
And
that.
somehow, we also get the particularly bizarre bit of information that he drives a taxi.
Rumor had it he had a couple of people in the trunk and in the back seat. He was collecting people, from what I was told.
I can confirm at least one person was in the back seat.
That was that crazy chick, right?
I believe so. I think that he had a project that needed some volunteers.
Yeah. That one, she was what? She was related to, who was it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't she like... We had rumor that she was connected to some high up dude. You guys call them Archons. And
I
then,
don't know.
yeah, we did some research. She was one of them was her sire, her dad, whatever you guys call each other. And that they worked with some Justice something or another, some Lucia, something name check, I don't know.
I don't know. What I heard about this was that Mom was really, really pissed. And if you have a way to keep her from finding this Kane guy, I'd appreciate it.
I'm going to be making a roll based off that information.
Oh, yeah, by all means. We love it when people make rolls. It's what we live for. To help unfortunate kinfolk like yourself to find out the information you never wanted to know. Yeah, I admit in the past I was an assay. They weren't kidding when they called me a storyteller. Oh, now I'm dying to find out what this is. Oh, and I did put Maggie the Bite's picture, as well as Olaf's picture in Gilded.
Bravo, we're vampires. Neither.
I thought, you know what? I could go for a Kaiser roll any day. I really could. This sounds actually good and delightful. I haven't had breakfast yet. Oh, he was making a roll! Got you! Oh. I'm sorry, play on words. When you look at...
All right. I sent you my successes.
Yeah? What you wanting to know?
If, based on that information, just how much I know about this particular individual and their connections.
Oh, who, Kane? Yeah, oh yeah, you know 110.
No.
No, which
The
one?
person Kane took.
Yes. 110%.
Yeah.
You know exactly to whom they are referring to. Because you have heard that they have lost communication with them and were ready to send... They were actually ready to come to here themselves to personally look and try to find out what had happened. You know exactly who is missing. With those successes, I wouldn't just say you know exactly who is missing. You know the time, the date, and when the communication stopped, what their actual mission was, and how they were reporting back. So you were in the loop on certain things until certain communications stopped.
All right.
With that, Harry's just like, well, Anything else I can try and give you for information? At this time, D-Written, you are getting the address to a computer cafe
Okay.
that is within the barony. It's within the borders of their barony, not in Guru territory.
Just he's actually gonna pull out his phone and pull up a map, and he's actually gonna have the territory highlighted, Harris territory, just to confirm these are the lines that we had previously agreed on, correct?
She'll just move her finger up and say, "We took that too." The entire place is updated. The map is.
Okay. We'll make sure that she knows that dialogue is to come through myself or William, and that anything else she's not going to get help, and she might even have you might get some help from our side if she gets out of line.
That would be appreciated because I'm really getting upset. Yes, I know, Guru. Tell me.
Sorry.
You're fine. You know, that would be appreciated because I'm really tired of having to fight for the land we've had for far longer than y'all.
Well, and it's difficult to differentiate when things get too heated, and I'd rather not have you start treating me or mine as enemies. So
We're trying not to. I'm trying to differentiate.
I appreciate that, and please let me know if you need help differentiating.
Oh, sure. Anytime.
It has been a pleasure, Miss Hera.
Of course, Mr. Kyle. Do you need us to escort you to the border?
Sure, I don't see any harm in that at all.
In fact, I do believe it would probably help out with the whole differentiation thing. If you're there.
Exactly.
You want me there? Oh, no. I send my people. I don't do those unless you are of a certain rank, which none of you are.
Well, regardless,
Maybe one day.
Somebody that people knows is associated with you. If somebody of that sort's there,
Oh, I'm gonna send the
should-
Quins.
it should reduce confusion.
Oh yeah, you'll get the Quins. They'll know.
I don't know who those are.
I was going to explain.
Alright.
The Quins.
Shutting my mouth, letting you explain.
Oh, thank you. I pat your head, but I think that'd be considered an insult.
He just takes off the hat.
She'll pat his head. Good boy, you're learning.
Okay.
I would offer you a milk bone, but I know you can't eat it.
That would be degrading. But anyway.
No, that's because, yeah. Not unless you're my cousin. Are you a gangrel?
No.
Then, no.
Mom said it was the meaning anyway.
I mean, but, yeah. From what we know, the Quins, they're of different tribes, but they're all very much a sisterhood. You all know what Harley Quinn is, right?
I'm familiar.
Yeah. Let's just say,
You mean the Sunday Funnies character?
as in what was based off of the two movies that has just been played on in cinemas. You don't get out much, do you, Mr. Kyle?
I mean, I get out a lot, just usually not for recreational purposes.
Let's just take, they took women's power, gave Harley her own story, and now she's, in theory, kicking ass and taking names, but she forgot to take names and is just kicking ass.
thought she was a psychopath.
I mean, aren't we all?
I mean,
Not all of us.
fiction's full of characters, is full of villains who went on redemption arcs. So,
Well, redemption art's kind of iffy. Let's just say the Quins like their baseball bats. And since we deal with a lot of you guys, we keep having to replace the Louisville Sluggers. I think I'm going to put stock into them soon.
Let me know if you need a bulk discount. I can probably arrange that as well.
I might take you up on that offer. Anyhow, and she's already looking at her phone. Oh, they should be here in about 5 minutes.
Wonderful to see you, Hera. Are you sure you won't have anything to drink before the road?
Yeah, we finished a hunt prior to you messaging me. So, I mean, unless you guys like rabbit. Couple deer.
Maybe some other time.
I mean, we may or may not have scared a coyote away, and I'm not very sad about that one. Nuwisha can be a bitch. Or Nuwasha. If you don't know what that is, that's a good thing. Just watch out for the ratkin. They're assholes.
Wonderful
Yes.
to see you again, Hera. I'm glad that you seem to be doing well and taking more territory.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate the
Oh.
time to meet.
Of course. Just let us know when you're around again.
I'll do that.
We'll try not to hit you.
I appreciate that.
And she'll just turn around and see herself out as you hear the roar of several motorcycles.
Shall we?
Okay.
I do believe we shall.
And you will see a gang of 6 women that are all in motorcycles. They all have like a Harley Quinn-like jacket on. Some of them have the dyed hair, some of them don't. But you will see predominantly on the side saddles of each of them, they have no less than 4 baseball bats. Some try to be a little extra and have the baseball bats like a cross X on their back. But you can see they are very much happily ready to take out a bitch with a baseball bat. And as Hera goes to her car, she goes to the lead woman and they have a talk for a moment. Then you'll see Hera get into her car and head out.
I'll wave to Hera, wave to the lead woman, get in the Land Rover.
If Kyle gets a moment to follow, see them out, he'll just tip the hat.
They'll just kind of give him like a nod. And it's like they're in rows of 3s. That second row, that middle one is just slowly twirling a baseball bat with her fingers, watching you all. And when you guys go, they will wait and then follow you. And what they'll do is they'll break off, where they'll have the lead 2 go in front and lead the way.
Oh, so did Melody get in the car with Morgan? Okay. Then, once Melody gets in the car and it looks like everyone's ready, Morgan's going to wave to the driver and they're going to go to the address provided.
So what's going to happen is that as you head off and those 2 lead bikers lead you, they will lead you straight through Main Street. They give 0 fucks. When people see these people, or when they see this like pack of women, they let them ride. Because who's going to stop a whole bunch of women with a bunch of baseball bats? I know I wouldn't. And you're going to head right through Route 6, right through all Gru. This is going to take about maybe 30, 40 minutes. And by the time you hit the border, you guys know exactly when you guys hit the border because those first two leads will peel off, kind of head over to the side, and then as you pass through, all the other ladies kind of pull over. They do a U-turn and then head back way, the back.
Morgan will wave to them as they go.
Kyle on his bike, for which he took off his hat and put a motorcycle helmet on there because the fastest way to not draw attention to the fact that you have fangs is covering it up and observing traffic safety. So, he'll just...
Mm-hmm. And they'll still go back, and then they peel off, and then you are now in Country Club Hills and Homewood, and you can tell the distinct feel differently now. Where in the Gru territory, you can feel it's a lot more earthy, a lot more environmentally friendly, cleaner air. Not that you actually breathe, but it has that feel. And once you get into this Anarch territory, you can feel that depression, that angst, that oversense of dread still hanging in the air. Just like you're in any other Anarch territory. You can tell the decidedly different switch because you don't have a whole lot of spirits trying to cleanse the air and cleanse the area around you and the environment. So you can definitely feel that difference. And as you go through Country Hills and Homewood, you slowly go into Chicago Heights. It's an old town. It's been around for ages. It used to be, where all the blue-collar workers used to be. It was, supposed to be a decent place to live and grow up, and now it's just, one of those quietly overly done neighborhoods that was swallowed up in the need to expand more and more. And slowly people decided to have a better living and wanted a better living, and the kids moved out. The parents are still there, and you can tell it's that old kind of it's kind of like an old suburb of Chicago that's just kind of like done.
Fallen into despair.
And as you turn onto Main Street and you head towards the shop, you can see the strip malls. You've got your Starbucks and your Culver's and everything else. But you see they're trying to revitalize the town a bit, or doing their best to revitalize it. And when you see the store, it's part of a strip mall, but it's kind of like it's standalone as well. And the big sign says "Bite Me," computer and repair, and computer internet cafe.
Anarch's gotta try to act so fucking clever.
I mean, and you'll see as you pull up, it looks like a 24-hour open cafe, and you see there's kids off, some teenagers off to the side doing the whole council thing, and you see people, playing and having stuff, and that's all on the first level. The second level, you can see some people working, and then on the third level, you can see it's kind of dark, but you can see the neon that is up there. That there is somebody up on the third level. So the first two levels are businesses. It looks like the third level is private.
Melody has just officially learned that she likes glitter, not neon.
This is fair. So what would you guys like to do?
Morgan will, step out of the Land Rover and kind of get on the sidewalk and wait for the other two to join him so that they can all go in together. Like, he's not going to run off alone right now in the middle of a strange Anarch barony.
Mm-hmm.
Squirrel on shoulder.
Okay.
Kyle gets off the motorcycle, swaps helmet for cowboy hat again, looks and starts looking around using Sense the Unseen.
Mm-hmm. There are no wards, but you do know, as always, there has to be 2 to 3 Nosferatu somewhere.
Always. Even if I can't see them, just assume they're there, and they're just better at hiding than I am at finding.
Well, you do notice, and you can see a gaggle of them. I'd say 3 or 4 of them, like off in the corner where you guys would walk in, or where people do walk in and out. Just sitting there talking, just quietly underneath obfuscation. It looks like they're doing more hand signals and hand signs than they are actually, like, saying things. So, it looks like a form of sign language that they're doing very slowly, so they're not breaking obfuscation. On top of that, you will see several walking on the other side of the road. Just so you know, like, Mask of 1,000 Faces, unfortunately, sometimes does not hide, depending on how high your obfuscate is. Or it depends on how high your obfuscate. It depends on how your aspects is. Sorry, because words don't want to come out of my mouth today. Apparently.
Would you like me to roll so we can find
would
out?
love for you. To roll.
Okay.
So while Kyle is getting off and the squirrel is jumping onto Morgan's shoulder, Morgan, are you doing any looking, or are you just kind of waiting?
Yeah, Morgan will look around. Let's see. I'm assuming that's going to be, what's awareness, or
If you'd like, what's about you don't have aspects, do you?
I do not. I do have Eyes of the Beast, which
No.
he would probably.
That's a That's a masquerade breach because you have humans around.
He would be very, very
5.
brief with
That
that.
is 5 successes on that. Let's sense the unseen search.
One you can see. One of them with a mask of 1,000 faces. The other one you cannot. It does look like they're talking to a normal person because your success isn't that high. I know the other person, so I know what they would roll.
Yeah.
I could roll if you want. That's up to you.
That's fine.
Okay. For wits and awareness, what'd you get?
Second, haven't actually yet.
I can use Eyes of the Beast.
Sure. Nothing like having a rabid squirrel with glowing red eyes. Sure. Who's down to clown?
5.
If you've ever looked a squirrel in the face, they all have red eyes once you've managed to meet their eyes, okay?
Being I've never really looked a squirrel in the face, I do not know that. You had a what?
He's
I'm
not
sorry?
wrong. I had a 5.
Okay. 5, you do see, people walking and doing normal stuff. You do notice, a pair walking across the street, which Kyle has already clocked. Does anyone want to do a, what's an awareness?
All
5.
right.
Yeah, I know you've got your 5. That's why I'm
Okay.
waiting. Well,
I have got Eyes of the Beast up.
No, that'll make it easier.
5.
Does anything immediately seem loud before I roll?
No.
All right, then I will also use heightened senses.
Okay.
So that
Yeah, you guys haven't gone into the building yet, so no, it seems like a very quiet and relaxed street.
okay. Oh, okay. Let's play some vampire.
Okay.
8
Dun,
messy
dun.
crit.
Oh shit. Alright, so with the 2 5s, everything seems normal. Though you do notice there might or may not be a pair of eyes up on that 3rd floor looking down at you guys. For the 8 Missy, oh yeah, you definitely see the pair of eyes. That's for damn sure. They're very electronic blue. Oh Christ. And the way that they're peering at you, that reminds you back in the day when people used to spy on you. And people used to watch you before you, trying to get the drop on you before you could do anything, Kyle. And that's what increases your paranoia of the situation. You're underneath a paranoia complex right now.
Okay.
And those eyes are electric blue. You can't miss those eyes. And all of a sudden, while Kyle has sentient seen up, he does notice that the gaggle of Nosferatu that were quietly in the corner now all turn and look at him.
Right. Okay.
You're all right, Kyle?
Nope. Did y'all see those like blue eyes on the roof?
Hold on. It bounced back out of the fucking jar.
I thought I
I'm gonna do
saw
something
somebody
stupid.
on the top floor through the window. I didn't notice anything on the roof.
No,
Did-
he's talking about the pair of eyes you've seen. You guys.
Okay, so-
yeah,
I misremembered exactly where it was. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
This is third floor. Melody, you can see they were kind of blue, but not
But this
as.
is stupid. I'm gonna go up the building to try and get a closer look.
Alright,
Side, exterior.
Gotcha. So, while Kyle is answering, Morgan, you both see the squirrel jump off and start to climb the side of the building.
Guess she might have seen something.
right, yeah, so, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to sit in your vehicle, and we are going to wait for more information.
Okay. You sit in the vehicle. I will wait next to your open door and keep an eye on our friend here. Who's
Oh, the
gonna-
door ain't gonna be open. Nope.
He's smarter than the entire coterie last season.
Morgan will go, fine. Do what you like to do.
He gets in the car, he closes the door, and without making much of a secret of it, he draws both of his pistols, crosses his arms so that his revolvers are just right there, and is just looking around.
The human driver's probably going to raise an eyebrow and look at you from the front
He's
seat.
like, motion to the car, get out.
I don't think you're gonna scare the driver at this point. It's too late.
Mr. Daly told me to stay here. I'm staying here.
He opens the door. Mr. Daly, tell your driver to kindly fuck off. Closes the door again.
And the squirrel on the side of the building is not the drama we're worried about.
No! No.
Absolutely not. That is alcoholic. Take a hike.
Yes, Mom.
Thank you.
Then I am over 21. So what are you going to do, Mr. Daly?
Morgan's actually going to walk over and tap on the window and motion for Kyle to roll it down a smidge so that they can talk.
Rolls it down just a little bit. I see this is not the tell the driver to kindly fuck off moment.
Kyle, he's my driver. He's highly vetted, and frankly, you're probably safer if you have someone who can drive you away and this goes pear-shaped. Are you really concerned?
I am having a moment.
Okay.
I would appreciate him not being here for my moment so I can work my way out of my moment.
Okay. Okay, we can do that. George, can you please come wait with me out of the vehicle?
Sure, Mr. Daly. Hey, all I say is at least this wasn't clan compulsion. From there, while that's happening, the squirrel, what are you doing? You're crawling up the side of the building. You're muted.
I'm literally climbing up to the window we saw something funny in, with a jar of glitter in my paw, like an idiot. Sense the beast and sense unseen. Eyes of the beast, not sense the beast.
This tracks. So what happens is you go up the side of the building and you crawl onto that side of the windows and you see the two bright blue eyes that Kyle was talking about. And the windows are closed. With your sense the unseen and eyes of the beast, you see that she was talking to two people. They have right now decidedly turned their backs to the window, so you cannot see what they are or exactly who they are because they're wearing cloaks over themselves at the moment to disguise their bodies and what they look like.
Okay.
And the window will slowly, crack open and go, what do you want?
Hold on. Damn it, that doesn't work if the room's after I put it in the jar. Oh, thank God. I'm not going to be a complete idiot this time. In my paranoid panic, I am literally going to chunk glitter in the crack at whoever the hell's talking and chitter my ass back down to safety.
There will be a blink, a gasp, and a what the fuck, motherfucker, coming out of that crack.
I'm going to go right over Daly, like up, over his shoulder, into the window.
Okay, Kyle, you see a squirrel jump into the car with you. And you see a dust cloud. You see a dust cloud of glitter follow. What color glitter was this?
Storyteller's choice. I just reached in and grabbed a random jar.
Hold on a moment. I have to roll a die. So, Kyle, you see a whole bunch of lime green glitter follow this chipmunk and get onto you as this dust cloud of glitter follows.
Nope. Time for me to roll a frenzy check.
Yes, kids, this is what happens when you let a kiss in with glitter, dirt glitter all over the place.
That is 4 successes. There isn't a frenzy that requires more than that, so.
Y'all.
I'm going to turn back into the human form.
You turn back into human form, like while you're turning back into human form, like he's got his guns like across his chest like this.
We can't see anything. All we see is this. We don't see.
It's like across. He has his arms across him like this. What you don't see is, his arms transitioning from here to here. Morgan.
You're not helping, sweetie.
Yeah.
We love you. You're fantastic, darling. It's just Daddy had to do a thing.
Morgan, is Daddy ticklish?
I don't know, Morgan. You ask us. You tell us.
Daddy's ticklish.
She can't hear y'all.
Oh, I know, but I was doing a play on the name because he's being Morgan.
Morgan, please.
Thank you. We love you. So while it's going on, the male Morgan. So while he's going from this to that,
it's like rapid reflexes. Like his arms are across his chest, and then all of a sudden, both guns are aimed at you.
Spent the first 6 months living with Olivia. That's not actually going to faze me.
This is true and fair and accurate. So
I'm just like, okay, there were 3 people up there. 2 of them are in cloaks. I don't know what the hell they are. But they saw me and asked what I wanted. I may have panicked.
By the way, you're both now in lime green glitter.
I'm going to...
Okay. The crafter in me is going, why the hell did they buy that?
I think it was more supplied to you by Olivia, and Olivia really wasn't thinking of the colors at the time when she bought that.
No, she would not.
Yeah, she's just like, oh good, it's glitter, I'm just gonna grab it. Go ahead, Morgan.
I'm going to roll. I believe it would be charisma and persuasion to try and calm Kyle down and get both of them to come out of the car so we can get this over with.
Okay, go for it.
I rolled a crit 6.
Okay. And
What
what do you
the-
say
I
to Kyle?
want them, Kyle, I need you to calm down. We're here to do a job. Let's do the job. Everything's okay. And Melody and I are going to watch your back. You're going to watch our back. We're all going to walk in there. We're going to do our job, and we're going to walk back out, and everything's going to be fine. Okay? I just need you to not make a scene, and we need to get through this together, okay?
I'm covered in green glitter. The time for not making a scene is over.
Take it through my bag. Hold on, I think Mom gave me something for this one. Pull out a 3-pack of lint rollers. And one with.
This is an excellent time to take a break. We'll be back in 10, everyone. Because lint rolling glitter, that's a bitch. Wait, we don't have Frank. We need Frank. God damn it. Where is that motherfucker when I need him? Oh, wait, never mind. I'll just tell him to roll it.
Smells like strawberry abortions. Oh God!
What does that even
What
mean?
the hell?
Sorry.
It's a strawberry abortion.
I don't want to know.
Well, when a mommy and
Drew.
a daddy love each other very much.
And they have a bender with their friend the vampire. No, that's about it. It's 3 different. I'm gonna go retch outside real quick.
I missed the yarn porn. I think I got off before the yarn porn.
I wasn't.
That's why you're a chipmunk.
I still don't understand how that works.
You're an angry chipmunk. It's fine.
Why?
Can you drop
chipmunk?
me? Because that's just it. A thing. It's a thing now.
I don't have nuts in my
It's-
mouth. My cheeks are not puffed out. I do not have a tail. Do I
It's-
look like a gangrel?
It's because Gabe thinks you're adorable.
You know, I could say so many things, but I think I'm just.
To do our own investigations? Are we waiting on Josh? But
Well, we need to find her father and a box.
There was a bird in our woods, so.
If you clip them, they will come.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, clip it.
Okay, hands up if you did not expect to have to deal with the bird talking back when we started this.
Notice the 2 people who did not raise their hand. Yeah.
Scat man.
Okay,
Okay,
so with a
Stick around much. What do I have to roll for that anyway, Junie?
to cut bacon.
No, to call the strays in the area.
Animal King?
No, it's totally cut bacon.
You know, unless you have,
Dex.
I feel like that's Dex plus athletics.
No, but wouldn't that be strength plus dex because the strength to actually cut through the bacon? Because sometimes it's a bitch to get through.
It's not right.
It's just bacon.
Boy, I hope Small
No,
Bacon's
when you
not
have
watching right now.
If you have the really good thick bacon, sometimes it can be a bitch if the knife's not sharp enough.
No, I feel like that would be strength plus melee. Oh, maybe
Why are we having this conversation?
Why would Amelia
Dex
or
plus
Charlotte
melee.
allow dull knives into the kitchen?
Because they
Do you have?
damage.
If you have any points in strength or dex, I would assume that you can cut bacon.
I mean, it's very important though. Do you chop off a finger accidentally and then give the cats an extra, bite? I mean, it's very important though. Do you chop off a finger accidentally and then give the cats an extra, bite?
Not recently, thank you.
We broke you.
Jonah, you've got to find a rule book and tell me what the hell I'm supposed to roll to call cats.
Are you using the proper cutting techniques? Not extending your fingers to hold the bacon?
Oh, we moved on from the bacon. Stop.
No, I'm legit fucking concerned now.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna take my fangs out of it. I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna cut it in little bits.
Okay, I think that it would be Dex and Melee, right?
I think Dex and Melee are Dex and Melee is probably the better choice.
There, Dex and Melee.
If
The
you're
answer
gonna
to our
roll
question.
that. Should you roll that though? I feel like that's taken IRL rolling to a new extreme. Like you roll a 1 and you're like, oh, there goes my hand.
You are anything but you are in the WADs.
Wow.
So mages
That's
say
segregation.
Apparently, we are OTP.
yes, completely OTP.
A one-time password?
Yes.
Y'all unlock shit. I love it.
Not even going there. Not even going there. Venezuela, Spain. Now we're wanting to know what country. What country?
Stop helping!
What country says you're representing?
You know, if you laugh this hard, your heart might stop. You need to stop immediately. Smalls, are you okay? Do you need a minute? Okay.
Is Cujo. Your job is to attack anybody outside of our coterie that comes in the warehouse without us. Can you handle that?
I don't eat pussy.
And it won't.
And he doesn't have a shade fan because
He still hasn't met one.
I tried to fucking keep it in. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think about it until I said it.
Yes, he does eat cock.
that's right. Whip it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the stuff. I digress.
She's gonna, keep track of that timing and pull out her phone and see the text from Gabe finally that says, where are you, mommy dearest? The baby wants a puppy and daddy just can't deal with this nonsense anymore.
Shit's getting weird, yo.
Oh, Lord. Artemis, it's Gabe. Can you hear me? You're on speakerphone.
Yes, apparently.
Artemis, darling, listen. I had to cut your brother up to save him. He will be fine. I just need to put him back together. You can be pissed at me later, but right now we have to find a puppy.
You're
like
not
the
a
puppy?
Zenisi. You don't even have that capability, do you? Did you eat one?
No, but that's beside the point. Anyway, look.
What?
How did Artemis become the babysitter? What the hell?
That's the way it's always been.
You like the puppy, right? We have to go find the puppy.
You like the puppy.
The puppy's the only decent one out of you guys.
Wait a minute. You found William. You C3P'd my brother.
He was
you're
already.
going to Chewbacca.
He was already C3. I just PO'd.
Junie, how active is this dog?
Oh, this dog is loving it. He's just like, oh my god, she's watching me.
Legs
She's taking me
kicking.
close. I got attention. Somebody likes me now. Oh my god, you're the best person ever.
The dog's out of the tub. Heads up. Incoming.
First place.
We should actually get you used to that. We should get you stabbed more often. Like little stabs.
Yeah.
I'm learning in this game you just never trust anybody.
That's
Right?
just
That is
absolutely
rule one.
That is
Especially not coterie members named Ed.
Thankfully, I'm a Frank.
Oh no, you're
Oh,
technically
really?
Edward.
I'm a
Technically,
technically
you're an
an Edward. Edward.
Edward.
I'm protected
Oh.
against the stupid.
You are the stupid at this point.
Yeah, you keep all the stupid inside. That's how the word works. It doesn't keep the stupid out, it keeps the stupid in.
Locked up my SARS. What more do you want from me?
all of it. Okay,
I wasn't in the box.
so give me a 50,000.
Okay, so I'm flush right now. I'm good for.
So with
Probably a week or 3.
that, not wrong.
Well, with the way people keep leaving the water on when they take goddamn showers, I'd have to pay for that.
I just like to smell pretty, alright?
Fucking Gabe.
Yeah, poor Tony.
So
I'll
Tony,
buy him help. It'll be a nice mestizo boy by the name of Gabriel. It'll be fine.
Wait a minute.
You can't have him. We need him.
if you can get the bacon bits, they're they're
Oh, don't put the
amazing.
dice in the oven.
No dice in oven.
No, they're not cookies. They're not cookies. You know, pick them up.
However, if you ever want cookies that are like dice,
No. I think we should go to a short break.
No, we're fine. We're just not baking something again. The Batmobile was bad enough.
Can we get this clipped, please?
because
Joe.
you are fine. I am not.
Space Cat, did Judy forget to give Nerdy a safe word? Yes, she did. She forgot it was pineapple.
One. We're coming back now. Yay! Hi everyone, we're back. Thank you very much for hanging out with us for 10 minutes while we rolled and did things like bathroom breaks and where's my life going and why did I make crazy choices? Let me reflect on it for 10 minutes. So yeah. This was fine, and now we're only seeing half a face of Melody. This is fine.
You
Duality.
reflect on the crazy choices. Oh, my chair moved. My bad.
Yes, we reflect on crazy choices. Thank you for the follow, and thank you for the host. Totally appreciate it. Yes, we do this live. We read things from chat. So, hi, we're crazy, and how are you all doing? Okay, so back into it. So, the crazy the squirrel, known as Melody, has gone into the SUV with a dust of lime green glitter that has covered Kyle, and she is now offering him a lint roller to get the glitter off. Yes, Morgan, and you are muted, just so you know.
Is Morgan covered as well?
Oh, you are definitely dusted with some lovely. It's not just green glitter. Olivia spoils her child to the point where it is this metallic lime green glitter that fluctuates to blue, then to green, then to blue. So it's a very holographic as well. You're welcome.
Melody. Morgan's going to lean in really close to the window. Melody. This is a $50,000 suit. It is one of a kind. There is nothing else like it on the planet. When we're done here, you're going to clean it up. Understand?
Okay.
Okay. If you don't, I'll talk to your mother.
Oh, we know who her sire is.
Yes, we do.
Excellent. Now, I see you have this lint roller here. I also see I have these two guns aimed at you. So I need you to put down the lint roller and kindly escort yourself the fuck out of this vehicle while I clean myself up.
I'm gonna open the door on the opposite side of the car and leave.
Did she leave the lint roller?
Yes.
Okay. Did she close the door behind herself?
Yes, and then I'm gonna hand some of the other lint rollers to Morgan.
As soon as the door's closed again, both guns, before anybody can really register it, are just back in there. It's like our back gone again. And he's got the lint roller. I am going to rouse fleetness to get this done as fast as possible.
Go for it.
Woo! I passed that rouse check.
Nice. Then, while that's going on, Morgan, what are you doing?
Morgan will look at the lint rollers and look at Melody and go, "You want me to use lint rollers on a $50,000 suit?"
I didn't say you'd be willing to.
There are some special care instructions for this thing. Lint rollers are not part of the process. We'll go over that later.
Okay. By the way, it is really, really hard to take your face seriously with that look at these contexts. Because in reality, you just sigh and walk away.
This is my retail smile. I have done time in the trenches and I am dead inside.
I feel that on a personal level.
When you work in a call center, one of the things that they teach you to do is always smile no matter what, because that comes through in your voice.
I know, doesn't it? Especially when you're storytelling something crazy and awful. So while you guys are all cleaning yourselves off, I would like you to all give me wits and awareness, because I want to see how well this pulls off.
Sight?
Yeah, sight's probably something that might be added if maybe you're not distracted. Because glitter. Melody, you're muted as hell. Don't look at me. I don't know. I don't touch your buttons.
Not you, the computer.
Oh, I was going to say it was D. Ritten's job to touch your buttons, not mine.
So, that.
She's
Four
not
crit,
wrong.
or crit 4. Okay? If there's a crit 4, which makes 6, I believe. But I'm down to like 400 now.
Okay.
So
Flat
this can
4.
get messy soon.
Okay, crit 4, flat 4. Yeah. You're muted as well.
5 regular.
So as you are all impeded with all of this glitter dust, it does come out of your proverbial vision. You do start to see people slowly, as normal people do, leaving the cafe. The kids are done playing. It's, midnight now? And it's about time they had to head home. And so you slowly start to see the cafe. Oh, Jesus. Pardon me. You do see people leaving the cafe, both on the upper retail side and the lower retail side.
All right. Morgan's going to go, okay, we need to head in now. And we need to meet our contact. It's important to be on time for these things.
Is my paranoia compulsion still in effect?
Do you want to give me a willpower or a composure resolve roll? Either or.
I will
give you.
I will
the choice.
happily make that roll for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, did you say willpower or composure resolve?
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Well, one is straight willpower. The other one you could bolster an attribute or two.
I'll do the willpower one because I don't feel like dealing with another messy right now.
I mean, messy.
Oh, actually, I need.
Oh, come on, unlive a little.
I think he is. That's why he's paranoid.
That is a 4.
Yeah. Being that you've gotten some people have complied with your wishes, and they have left you alone to the point where you're able to think and get yourself back on track. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Not to mention you
Right.
can get all or as much of the glitter off as you can.
It's never all coming out. God damn it.
No, it's not. But you got a vast majority of it off. You know that you've been tagged for life by a squirrel. Good job.
Take the dust. I step out. I take the duster off. Step my legs out of the leg loops. Get it off me. Shake it off in Melody's general direction.
And there's wafts of lime green, hollow blue glitter coming towards Melody. This is that
Doesn't faze me. I'm still covered in it.
This is that fine mica shit too.
Put it back on. Get my legs back through the duster. It's like through the leg loops on the duster.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm better now. Thank you for bearing with me on that.
No worries.
Right, I do believe we're on a schedule now.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Morgan will head for the door.
And Kyle will be right behind.
And as you go in, depending on what Melody is at the time, are you Melody or are you the squirrel?
I am Melody.
Okay. So as all of you guys come in, you'll see it's quiet now. People are going over, cleaning up the areas that were messed up. There's only 2 people. One seems to be one of those, kind of totally lanky kind of, I wouldn't say emo guys, but I would say more of like, he's one of those skater kids that are just kind of like chilling out, relaxing. This is what he does instead of doing other stuff, and he enjoys it. The other one seems to be kind of like a totally, kawaii kind of girl who's, pulling up and getting all the games that were being played, pulling them all off, making sure everything's turned off. And she'll turn around and she'll just, go, hi, what's up? How can I help you?
Hi, we're here to meet a friend.
Yeah? Okay. Do you have a game going on?
No, kind of a last-minute meeting. And Morgan, I assumed that there would have been a name with the address for him to meet.
Yeah.
Okay, he would give the name that he got from his employee earlier.
Oh, that. She'll turn around and go, hey, Brad, can you go get Chad and Dunham and just kind of like chill out, like, I don't know, back home? And he's just like, yeah, sure, no problem. And he'll head off into the back room. And then I'd say maybe about a minute, 2 later, you see 3 dudes with skateboards, and they just open up the door, kind of hit their skateboards off on the ground, and roll out. And of course, she's got like a Hello Kitty t-shirt on with, it's all pastels. She's got a plastic plaid shirt with fishnet stockings, those big, huge, chunky shoes. Her hair is all done up and everything, and she'll walk over to the door and lock it and go, what do y'all need? Did you really want to speak to her? Because, from what I heard from Quipitch, and Quipitch doesn't really talk to me often, but what'd you get yourselves into to get into her realm?
We're from out west a bit. Got some friends who have had some trouble, and we're just trying to smooth some things over, work some things out.
You guys are friends with Squiggles, right?
Yeah, we know Squiggles.
Okay.
I was just gonna quietly stop. She was gonna say it, and then she stopped.
What's up with you? And she'll look right at Melody, like, what's up?
I have a glitter issue.
No, I couldn't tell.
Kyle gestures at. She gets it.
Look, I am about being seen. I get the glitter. I'm more of a sequence girl.
I mean, like, you can do better than either of those options, but at least sequence stay in place.
Plus, if I get it lost in the digital web, it at least cycles out.
I'm sorry, you the what now?
You said you were friends with Squiggles.
I know Squiggles. He does not.
Do you even know what the digital web is?
Sounds like a euphemism for the internet.
Something in my phone.
Right. So you guys are static. Got you. Understood. All right.
I thought that was the
Morgan will pull out his phone and just. He doesn't actually hit the button, but he pulls up the app.
Sherry looks at Morgan like, do you really have to be that vulgar?
Vulgar.
I know what that app does. I'm already reading it and understanding where the connection is.
It was made for me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know who you are. Quick Epis has already told me. I may or may not be talking to him right now.
Okay.
I mean, dual.
So, I guess my question is, what's a girl like you doing mixed up with some of the trouble that's been happening out west?
Oh, are you saying what's a girl like me in a lick bar? Or a lick internet cafe, trying to make sure that I find out what's going on there to make sure we're all good and that we're not trying to get into any other problems because we really don't want to be massacred like we were 3 years ago?
Got it.
Right. So that we don't get massacred like we were 3 years ago and that we can actually turn around and actually get back into the net so that we're not turning around and jumping back and forth. Do you know what it's like in some of those back-ass alleys of the internet? That shit's fucking nasty.
Yes, it
Is that a technocracy?
No.
Okay.
Fuck off! I am so not technocracy. Holy shit. Do you see me wearing a suit? Do you see me having absolutely no personality and have my emotions stuffed up my ass?
I'm pretty sure I haven't actually met a technocracy yet.
So we are wearing a suit, you have your emotions stuffed up your ass, and you pretty much believe that you rule and control the world.
There would be a lot more screaming if she were technocracy.
And you guys would be a lot more
We
state.
call that the Baron.
No, your Baron's actually decent. I can work with him. That's the funny part.
Morgan will pop a business card out of his pocket and hand it to her. Keep in touch. I'm happy to share information where needed.
We might need that soon because you guys all kind of cut a lot of shit off when you sealed off Chicago.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, well, from what I heard about the tech geeks, they're not exactly happy, but they're piggybacking off of backdoors. We're trying to be polite and go through the front, but if Jackson ain't gonna do shit, let's just put it to you this way. We could put the sun right into his room.
Do you know where his room is?
She just smiles and goes, digital web, baby. I know where everything is.
I'm just saying. We might be able to arrange something that will make that more beneficial for everyone if it comes to it.
Hey, you talked to Hera?
Yeah, she actually had some friends escort us over here.
Oh, which ones?
The player is brain dead. Quins, was it? The Harleys. Okay.
Quins.
The Quins.
She got the Quins on your shit? Oh, fuck.
Did you hear about that
Be more
mess?
effective in the bathroom.
Let's just say the Quins don't If you got the Quins escorting you, you either did something wrong or you're highly valuable and she doesn't want you dead. You've heard the phrase, hit a motherfucker with another motherfucker?
I have.
Yeah, they do that with bats and then literally javelin throw that shit.
Seems like a quick way to stake a kindred.
Well, it would be you being javelined into this dude then being javelined into her, and you'd all have bats in you one way or another.
That seems like the same thing, but with extra steps. Like, I don't understand why they would do it in that way.
Because they're going extra, my dude.
Some things
Send
are
a
just
message?
fun to do.
You send a message. That's a message.
You hear about that mess last year?
Which one?
She's got a point there. You're really going to have to be more specific. There's always messes.
I'm a fucking mage. What'd you expect? I hear all the messes.
The one that affected Hera and her folks.
Oh, you mean my brother? Yeah. My brother's one of the victims.
Well, I
Oh.
helped kill the guy who was doing
I'm
it.
not a Rue. I'm a think, and all of a sudden fireworks will come out of her fingers, up into the air.
Do I need to roll for frenzy?
No, it's not fire. It's fireworks. It's just the sparkles and the things, kind of like what Jubilee would do. So it's not fire inducing.
I helped
Junie, he
fight
doesn't
him.
know what Jubilee is.
I do.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Okay, good. And she'll just go, I do. I didn't actually have the gene to turn into Gur.
Well, I helped do the fighting that put an end to it.
Yeah, I
Last
know who
year.
you are. I just don't know who they are.
So,
I don't know my uncle.
So
I just got here. I don't expect you to know who I am.
And when she does that, little fireworks come from her fingertips.
He just kind of like leans back just a tiny bit.
Oh, he's
So,
holding another jar of glitter.
do you want to actually talk to?
I think we have to.
Right, if she goes on a
Okay.
rampage, y'all are gonna let me know because I gotta get skit
Or-
and caboodle out of the fuck out.
Alternatively, what do you know about what happened last week?
As I said, and I quote, she will actually mimic Kyle's voice and say, you're going to have to be more specific.
An attack that took place last week.
Two things, actually. There have been attacks and issues with Hera, and there was also a false flag attack in Chicago, where we had some people saying that they were from Joliet, and they were not. And they had some shackled people who had some
Abilities
tinkering
like-
done.
They had abilities like yours, and they were not They were not the ones in control of themselves.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that one because now I will have to find out. The Hera thing, well, yeah, we all know that. That's just Augusta trying to push and flex and say that she's better and badder than the my cousins. That really doesn't work that way. Like at all.
Well, and I've been trying to make things a bit more cordial and diplomatic between various groups, and makes it difficult when you have things like that happening. Both the tinkering with somebody else's head and the pretending to be from someone that you're not.
This is fair. As for the second one that you were saying, I didn't know about the me equation in this, but the other thing, she kind of just twiddles her thumb for a second, like that's like, I hear things, but I don't know where I can tell things.
Morgan will actually pull out his phone and pull up the picture that he took last week that had the GPS location of the person that he had put to sleep, and show that to her.
Do you have... And she'll kind of look up for a second, close her eyes, open up and says, you got about 30 seconds before she's going to come down here. Do you have a contact information or do I contact you?
I'm gonna hand her a different card. This one's for Emily.
Okay.
This is my assistant. She'll be able to make sure that things are secure.
Give me a second. Making a roll to see if she knows. Oh, fuck, you know her?
She works for me.
Oh, sweet. Awesome.
Kyle also offers her a card that just has a phone number on it.
Ooh. Are we trying to be dark and mysterious without being dark and mysterious?
No, just
Ouch.
it's my phone number. I didn't see any need to be all flashy.
It's a phone number, but there's no name.
My name's Kyle.
She will get a pen and write Kyle.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. I'm dark, mysterious, flashy, without trying to be dark, mysterious, and flashy, because card.
All right.
And as she literally puts it in her hands, shoves it down into her sleeve, as the door opens and you see Maggie. And as the lady before you had called it, it was 30 seconds.
Hi. You must be Maggie. I'm Morgan Daly.
Hi. I'm gonna see myself out now. See you guys later. And the girl in the Hello Kitty thing starts to do her go to the door to leave. And Maggie will be like, bye, Chaos. She'll just turn around going, and she will head out. And so Maggie just walks over to the door and locks it, and she goes, how can I help you?
Tracking down some nasty rumors that have been going around. Thought you might be able to help. Did you hear about the little dust-up last week in Chicago?
Besides the dust-up that just happened in my window, looking right at Melody, because you could see the cloud of lime green and blue glitter that are covering the top of her top. It's a black top. You can't miss it.
Now he's trying to hide behind Kyle now.
I apologize. She's new.
So who the three are you? And you're just asking me about an event that happened last week?
Well, couple of things actually, but let's. So the thing that was concerning is that had some people saying that they were from the barony of William Donaldson who weren't there. Trying to track down exactly who they were and where they came from. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, I may or may not know a few things. But what are you related to this?
I'm an independent third party who It's trying to keep things stable.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how many people have told me that throughout the years?
I did tell you who I was.
Yeah. I know who you are. I know the last name. Who doesn't in this city? Who doesn't know who's related to the Dailies? Morgan is inconsequential. The last name is the important bit.
Maybe.
So,
Depends on your frame of reference.
good. So, in our world, who the fuck are you? What the fuck? What clan are you from?
Ventrue.
Oh, shit. Of course you are.
Did you hear about the mess last year? With the abominations?
Yeah, but I really didn't give a shit because I wasn't a part of that. I was more dealing with other things like, oh, I don't know, First Light, Inquisition, the Tower, the whole mage battle bullshit, trying to get that under wraps. Oh, also, yeah, the internet. Handling a whole bunch of other crap that's been going in other Anarch cities. Dealing with LA, dealing with New Orleans. Do I need to go on?
Let's just say that mess last year and one or two of the other items that you listed.
Oh, and apparently a couple of my friends disappeared. Some asshole in a taxi allegedly went and collected them.
Yeah, that was Kane.
Sorry. You're gonna have to run that name by me again?
Kane. You know,
With a K or a C?
with a C. Brothers Abel drives a taxi.
I know
About yay
who
tall.
I've read the Book of Nod several times. Can translate it in binary. You're talking about... You're...
About this tall. Drives a taxi. Wears a big trench coat.
Yes, cowboy dude. What?
Why binary?
Why not binary? I mean, I'm sorry, Latin's dead. Half of the other world's civilizations' languages are dying as well. Binary, I can put into 5 to 6 other different languages and may or may not transcribe it into space, where if we actually decide to actually leave this fucking planet, we can actually, you know, put that shit out elsewhere.
Might be.
I kind of feel like traveling out into space is more or less of a death sentence for us. So
Well, I mean, just think of it as forever torpor until we land. Yes.
Staying here
Think
isn't
of a
really
handful
much
of
better.
vampires I'd like in space.
What? I'm sorry. Morgan.
Go ahead, babe.
After you.
Said I can think of a few vampires I would have appreciated in space.
Well, I mean, launch the sun, I can agree with. Out in space just means we have to find people to man and handle the spaceship until we can land.
So the thing is, the sun's expanding. That's not a problem for mortals, but I don't want to be here when this planet gets engulfed.
Right, so you're all for Project Pluto.
Or a couple other alternatives.
That's fair. Anyhow.
why would you choose Pluto? Pluto can't even clear its own orbit.
It's called a name of a project. I didn't actually say we were going to go to Pluto. Actually, we're looking at more of M23, if I remember correctly, in the Fulatorn system that actually is a lifelike humanoid planet that is cleared of oxygen and is actually capable of human life.
I regret asking. Anyway.
I mean, he asked. Anyhow, That's why I'm trying to be friends with mages.
Not a
Because
bad plan.
have you ever heard of Ethernauts?
They need
if I can get a couple of Ethernauts to take a whole group of us to an Earth-based planet and actually create a civilization, we don't have to worry about the tower. We'll perpetuate our own food supply. We'll be fine.
we'll make something like the tower. We also have to work on fixing ourselves because the tower is us.
No, the tower is not us.
Can we work on the murdering Guru problem first?
That's fair.
That's not
Or about the attack last week, like we were supposed to.
Okay, the attack last week was not... I only heard about it. I was not involved with that. I deal with more of the tech supply. I'm assuming you want a audience with her.
Audience. Okay.
Mind if I roll
sure.
wits and insight?
Yeah, sure, by all means.
Pass the witch rouse check. That is 4 regular.
She's telling the truth. Oh yeah, she's not lying about that shit. She's not technically a part of what had happened last week.
No.
But she's like, look,
Put it down.
if you're here to see me, you're here to see her.
Thanks, Dad.
Then I guess we're here to see her.
She's not in right now, and I'm not lying. Let's just say she looks directly at Kyle. You gotta roll something, bitch. Roll for it. I don't give a shit. And then she'll look at Morgan and Melly going, I can tell you exactly where she is right now.
Oh?
Overall, I don't think she can lie to me deliberately.
Yeah, she can't. Everything she said so far is 100% true.
Devin with a crit.
You know, not only is she being painfully obvious and painfully truthful, but with the crit, you can tell that everything she's saying, she has been saying to several people tonight. This isn't something that she's just making up on the fly. She's had to deal with several people wanting to see Augusta. You know that Augusta's people have been constantly seeing her tonight just for this specific reason. So this whole line that she's saying, she's getting tired of saying it because she's had to say it so often tonight. You're correct. You know, you are not the first, nor the second, nor the 5th, nor the 20th. It's been a busy night for her, and it's only midnight.
I'm just gonna be blunt here. Look, we need to get some diplomatic avenues set up to keep issues on all sides to a minimum. You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs, but there's no sense in doing more than you must.
She looks for a minute. Now I gotta roll. Motherfucker, why do you make me do this shit? She'll kind of look at Morgan. Yeah, uh-huh. Oh, fuck me.
No.
Alright. You kind of see her, you know, that normal brazen face.
No!
No, I didn't do it. Thank you.
He's yelling at a kid, Junie.
Yeah, I know, apparently, because I'm like, no, wait. I can't stop the roll. You'll see her normal brazen face. Like, you know, she's all full of bravado and and, kind of perpetuating the cause. And as Morgan says that, you see her face kind of change a bit. Her chest kind of falls, like you've just reminded her of something. And she kind of looks to her hands for a moment before looking up at you guys with a deep sigh and goes, "Fine." She's not here. She's not even in her barony right now. She's in a secret meeting. I can't tell you where it is because I don't know where it's at. I just know that she said she had to go out. I'm assuming it's secret because she didn't tell me, and she normally tells me everything. The Guru shit is just because she wanted to prove her stomping grounds. And she'll look right at Melody and goes, "You know what that is."
Morgan will pull up the map on the phone that he just confirmed with Hera and be like, "All right, just so you know, those Guru have diplomatic ties with both the Tower to some degree and the Donaldson barony."
Okay, so don't piss him off and find a new group to deal with, is what you're telling
And
me.
yeah, he's going to flip around and be like, "Okay, here's the map of territory that they've agreed to. We've got to respect it too, because they can't tell who a kindred is from. They can't tell the difference between you or Donaldson or the Tower, right? So if this could take heat not just from Guru but from other kindred if it's not respected."
I'll tell her. I'll see what I can do. She's not like me. We might be of the same clan. I was taught by Kratos.
I understand. You're not in charge of her. I get that.
No,
But
we come from two different philosophies. Totally.
anything you can do is probably in your own best interest. That's why I'm making sure you know.
I get it. I'm trying to tell you. I'll do what I can, but we're from two different philosophies.
Okay. Well,
Tell you what. He pulls out another card. Do you have a pen? It has recently been brought to my attention. I should probably have my name attached to this.
Why don't you have your name attached to a card?
Because generally I get to introduce myself first.
Well, by all means. Am I stopping you, Mr. 10-gallon hat, sir?
Kyle Adams. If she doesn't listen, contact me and he'll offer her his card.
Okay, she'll take it. And then she will actually go around the counter, pull out a pen, and write Kyle Adams on it. You may want to go to
Melody's holding up a glitter pen. Do you need one?
He squints at the glitter pen.
I appreciate the glitter pen. I just don't appreciate the glitter being put onto my face.
Likewise.
Sorry, I panicked.
And then she looks at it and goes, "I do speak squirrel."
Seriously?
I can speak to animals, yes. Why I asked you.
I'm sorry, the only person I know of that can actually speak squirrel besides a squirrel is my sire. So I'm gonna offer a lint roller.
She will take the roller and literally just do it right in front of you guys. She doesn't care.
But
Sorry.
if you can't make her listen to reason, which, if she's the type I think you're talking about, seems to be the likely course.
Okay, all I have to say is one word. Or actually 2 words. Because it seems like you more and more in the know, dude. And she's pointing right to Kyle. You ready for this one? Theo Bell.
I don't have a bell on my purse.
It's the name of a guy. Would you like to drop the knowledge, or... Seems you
Right.
know more than I do.
How many of y'all are familiar with the upper echelons of tower politics.
I'm not even up on vampire politics.
I'm not sure if I qualify as familiar. I've been introduced to a few people, but that's about it.
Right. So almost a decade ago, a lot of the bigwigs had a meeting in this little city called Prague. And going there, some of the biggest blue bloods to ever have blue in their blood were in attendance. A couple of gentlemen by the name of Hardstadt and Jan Petersen. And while they're taking part in this tower higher end meeting, a Bruja, an Archon, by the name of Theo Bell, rolled in, pissed off about being used yet again. So he did an old Mossberg decapitation on the both of them and rolled out, taking the entire clan out of the tower with him.
Mm-hmm. A whole ass thing.
And she's sitting here saying, the person that we're actually here to talk to is connected to former Archon Bell.
More like related to
Motherfucker.
by
We're gonna need more guru.
grandchild.
Well,
If
I
you,
understand what you're saying.
mm-hmm.
My offer stands.
Let's just say she and Bella are starting to talk again. He kind of cut her off when she started running with 9s and 47 in LA. This isn't nothing new to her.
Still.
Alright. She's kind of she's showing him the ropes now. Because he doesn't know jack nor shit about what's going on. So good times. Yeah, I'm glad we had this talk. You realize the position I'm in.
Oh yeah, I'm not asking you to do anything that you probably wouldn't have done anyway, given the information you just learned.
I mean, what I haven't done already. There's some shit that I do know, some shit I don't. This is some of the shit that I did not hear directly, but it was in the wings. Who fought in it? Last week's shit.
Oh, now you do know.
This sucks. God damn it, it's getting worse every time. Why?
She's a rabble.
Yeah, so am I.
You seem to be more of the philosopher type.
Again, I was raised by Kratos.
My point exactly.
This is not encouraging my opinion of vampires.
I'm not here to wait a minute.
Right.
How long you been kindred?
She's new.
How new is
I
new?
was a fairy. Does that help?
Nope.
Fairies are real?
Yeah, that I learned that was new information for me too earlier tonight.
Fairies?
Yes. Okay. Technically, I was a poker.
What's a puka?
I'm
Squirrel.
sorry. Did you say puka or poka?
Chittering squirrel now trying to answer. Puka. They that do this.
You said you can speak squirrel. Can you translate? Because I can't actually understand her when she's like this.
Wait, did she actually turn into a squirrel?
Yes, yes.
Ora momento. Because I didn't expect you to go squirrel on me. Yes,
You
she
should
can.
by now.
And she just kind of blinks, goes, "Holy fuck, she really." Yeah, I can understand her. She said puka.
Yep. Here,
Yeah.
this will help, and Morgan will offer a sprinkle.
The fuck is this shit?
It helps.
How is a human sprinkle gonna help me?
Who said it's human?
Time to roll that wits and aspects. Actually, nope. This I'm staring directly at it, not wits. Resolve.
Because I'm sitting here like this.
3.
Oh, you can see the enchantment on this thing. This thing's glittered to fucking hell. Now, this is different from Mage Magic. Mage Magic has that sparkle, that like sunshining sparkle to it. This is literally like somebody took a whole bunch of glitter, splashed onto it, and now it's got reflections, and it's just sparkling all over the place like fireworks. So it's a
That's
different
what
magic.
she's missing. That's why she thinks everything should glitter.
So what, you want me to pop this in my mouth and expect me to...
Ride the wave.
Fuck. Alright. And she'll do it. Hold on, I gotta now roll wits and resolve on this. Because we're going to. Why not? And we're doing this down and dirty, and I got a 5 crit, so I'm good. She'll twitch a little. Open her eyes a moment and go, oh, fuck. Okay, I'm not wigging. We're good. But there's like 4 of every one of you. Not to mention, what's all this graffiti bullshit on the walls?
Graffiti is probably warding. They do that sometimes. Weird.
Yeah, well, it's glittered to all fucking hell on this shit. You guys will all do notice that her eye color changes just a bit. It's, even though she's got like this electric blue eye color, it's now almost neonish, like the neon walls that you saw up on the 3rd floor. And so you guys realize she really is enchanted.
Why are there 4 of us? That doesn't make sense.
What?
She's
Why are
seeing.
there 4 of us?
Dude, it's like I'm seeing you all in stereo. I do not want to taste this rainbow.
Oh, that problem.
Be glad I only gave you 1, and Morgan will just hold up the whole container.
Kyle, when you turn around and look at that container, that thing is like watching a ball of fuck shit craziness. I mean, it's sparkling to all get out.
Would you please put that eyesore away?
Yeah, this thing is a horribly ugly vial for you.
Morgan will kind of give him the stink eye. Or not the stink eye, he's just puzzled look. Be like, what? He'll put it away.
Yeah, it's with second sight, it's significantly more vibrant, let's just say.
That makes sense.
So who fought in this battle last week?
I did not. I just got into town earlier tonight.
Some guy who was rolling through, and Morgan will rattle off the names of the people who was there. Show her the picture of the sleeping mage, say that there were a few like that who were wearing those shackles and appeared to be dominated or otherwise under control.
Many of them may have woken up Sparkly.
Did you sparkle everyone?
Well, they had to stop doing the magic, and they weren't there of their own free will, so I figured I shouldn't kill them.
I mean, that was wise, because then you would have a whole shit ton of mages on your ass.
I mean, maybe they shouldn't be so killable.
I find when somebody can bring the sun to you without asking, and you could fry right then and there, not to piss people off like that.
Keep a better watch on their brains.
I can't do that.
But supposedly they can.
Yeah, some of them can.
Not all of us are good at shooting. That doesn't mean that doesn't make us any less kindred. Just because there's a skill that we have or lack that others have doesn't just means that our strengths are in other areas, not that we're somehow less.
Look, all I know is she's trying to push onto William's territory. You guys say any of this shit, I know who's gonna say it, and I will kill you all if I have to. This is between me and you three.
I'm happy to keep things confidential, but please, we're here to avoid violence. Let's not go threatening it.
I'm just saying this because I'm gonna say something. If she finds out, I'm dead.
We're going to pull out a card. If you're concerned that might be happening, call me. I'll help get you out.
You got my number also. The information you give us proves to be correct. I don't got a problem trying to help you too.
Correct? I can't lie about this shit. You know
She can't.
You know William's got a higher and a bigger territory than Jackson ever could or ever would. We all know it. Just because Williams doesn't have the populational status should be non-significant. Hell, he's got the Lasombra coming to him instead of Jackson. But then you can also blame that fucking weasel anyhow. That Alan asshole. He's been trying to do a whole secret project on them. We all know it. It's been all over
I
the
be able to
internet.
help here. Do you have a business card, name, phone number?
All she does is gesture this place. This is all I've got.
Yeah, but I've got to be able to give it to Mom. She might be able to help.
Yeah, fine. She'll go in the back. She'll go. You might as well just come upstairs really quick. I would offer
Okay.
shit, but I don't think any of you would trust me, so I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to insult your all's intelligence. And she'll walk you guys into the back room and up 2 flights of stairs to a room that looks like a boardroom. You're not being taken to the neon room. You're taken to a regular, looks like a boardroom. Looks like she has meetings there. There's a whole map of Chicago and the other upper north of Illinois, and you see these borders. You see Jackson's territory. You see the territory you're in. You see where Williams is. You see Schaumburg. You see East Chicago. You see Gary, Indiana. And you see a couple others that are plotted around.
Do I have one of Olivia's cards in my bag?
Sure. I wouldn't see why not.
I'm probably going to disappear into the bag for 30 seconds to find it. Because I'm still a squirrel.
And she'll take it. And then she'll be like, look. And she'll point to where they're at. This is small. She wants to go to this. And she'll point to the Joliet, Naperville area. Per square inch. Per square mile. It's exceedingly, she'll point up to where Chicago is. is bigger than this will ever be. William is already pitting himself to be Jackson's rival. On top of that, he's got more people coming from Chicago down to his place. He's got more places to put them. She wants to get that area. She wants that whole ass area and then end route and try and make it a bridge to where this whole Garou area is to connect into hers. It's ambitious. And you know,
It's suicidal.
yeah, well, she's a grandchild of Theo Bell. Do you think you can tell her otherwise? On top of that, if she plans and pits William against Jackson, then that puts her off the path. On top of that, pulling her off of anything and making William the target means that when Jackson turns around to cut through William's territory, she just goes up from behind and grabs and snatches whatever she can. First thing she's grabbing, you know it's a Lasombra. That's bad. That's William's back pocket right there.
Well, let's just say both William and the sheriff know about the false flag last week.
Well, that's gonna be fun. That explains the phone calls I've gotten all night long.
Yeah. It's not going to go well if she tries this. But we may be able to find some kind of compromise. Do you think she'll actually do that?
I don't know. For somebody who'll help nines in 47. Wait, who knows about 47?
I assume you mean 1947, which was before my time.
What do I roll, Junie?
Ooh, good question. This is a remembering, so I would say intelligence and... For you, are we pulling we're pulling Faye, correct, right?
Mm.
I would say do intelligence plus remembrance plus, I'd say awareness. I'll give you a die
Oh,
number.
remembrance.
I'll give you a die number.
So, am I just doing wits and awareness then? Or am I doing wits and streetwise?
I would say for you, intelligence and this is remembering, because 1947.
So intelligence
and awareness.
Okay.
So do your intelligence and awareness, Melody, and I will say add that many for your remembrance.
Okie dokie.
For those that don't know, Faye.
4 reg.
Okay. For those that don't know, remembrance is what Faye used to remember their past lives. Even though Melody is dead, she still remembers her past lives as Faye.
Apparently my dice don't remember their past life. Give me a minute.
That's fair. Are you rolling D-written?
I rolled a 1 success.
Yeah, you remember fucking all. I'm sorry, my dude.
That's fine.
Oh, thank God I'm not hungry. That's a 5.
So, for the 4 and the 5 in the room, you guys remember 1947 is what created the Anarch States of California, where a group of quote-unquote tower turned around and rebelled against the tower and created the Anarch States. Nines, being a Bruja, was one of them, and he actually resides in part of Hollywood. There he has a bar, and he is rumored to have killed a Garou. It was a young Garou, but he still is rumored to have killed a Garou and survived. And he is known to be one of the people that turn around and train either new Bruja or those that are in his little territory. He's also known that he is probably one of the most relaxed of the barons out there, but he has a code of honor that everyone has to follow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And Morgan just knows, oh, there's a guy named Nines. That's cool. Well done, Morgan. And yeah, Maggie's just watching you guys. Yeah. She ran with 9s.
Well,
That sounds problematic.
yeah, that's real problematic. That's the perfect word for this. Yes. Yes, it is.
Great Glitter Girl. Are we calling you Glitter Girl or Squirrel Girl?
This is Matt.
Either works.
Yeah, we'll have to do Melody Squirrel, because I have a feeling Marvel would kind of try and kill me on the copyright issue.
If you give me your name and phone number to give to Mom, she's Gangrel. A Gangrel informant. The kind of information you've given us, she tends to try to reciprocate. If you find yourself in danger, you may find yourself with a critter around here somewhere to send a message with.
She'll take a piece of paper, rip it off, and put Margaret. And she'll ponder for a moment. And then write the last name out slowly. Bolin. With a number. And nobody here is from England, I take it, so nobody will really know that specific last name.
I would have gone through there, but being Melody, she's going to sit there and go, yeah, I think I've had my fill of dangerous past secrets today.
She'll just laugh at her and go, some of us got written out of history because some of our sisters decided to sleep with the wrong king.
I get the feeling that's a club.
Yeah. Second, and my cousin was the 4th. I hope Henry VIII is still in hell, to be honest.
On the plus side, you're still looking lovely.
Thank you.
You mentioned that this is all you have. Have you thought about having it moved?
After today's last discussion, if I survived the 8th reign, the fire of London, hell, I survived the fall of London. That was a bitch.
Fair enough. If you need assistance relocating your building, let me know.
What building would you require? What building would you give me?
I do believe that silent is supposed to be, we will figure that out at such a time.
Oh, I want a name of a building. Just one.
I have to ask Mom.
You might. There's a miscommunication here. If you want help relocating your building,
I know.
I have no.
I just want to know where in Chicago you're putting me.
I think what
I have
really
some
ought to be,
lots.
I think what you really ought to be asking is, where in Chicago is he putting your whole ass building?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. In a roundabout, quiet way.
Is there anywhere in particular you'd like it?
Oh, you know what? You know, I once reached for the stars. Let's try it again, see how badly I get burnt. I don't know what you know about certain parts of Chicago, but if I can get close to one particular area, that would be delightful.
Which area is that?
The Hive.
Isn't that the mage area?
No, the Hive is actually the very highly and coveted area where not only all performance, academics, and financial roles gave 1+ die, but due to the heightened aspects of where it is, larceny and drive get a -1 to die rolls. This is not only where the Daily Plaza is, but this is actually a highly coveted Ventrue area as well. She's asking to be put very close to the Daily Center and literally spit distance from the tower itself.
Perhaps you can come visit my place sometime and we can see if we can work something out.
Do I have your word on that?
I give you my word that you can come and visit, and that we will meet, and that you will have safe passage, and that I will do my best to work something out that is mutually beneficial for both of us.
You shake on it. Okay. All right then. I can give you financials. I can give you almost anything, except certain apparent things she has done. Plus, if you sweeten the deal with a couple of things I may or may not request, I might or may not still have access to the files that I might have zeroed her out in.
Lovely.
I'm a cobbler.
Also, you're just the best person to know.
I'm the only person to know.
I'm sending me a text that says I should clarify that most information might end up in William's ear. That goes through me.
Duh. I kind of figure that. I
Okay.
haven't survived this long.
Tell you what. Would you be willing to meet the sheriff as well? Talk some things over?
Let's ease into that, you know. One tower official, and she gestures to Morgan, is enough for one night. Maybe.
I'm actually, as I said, an independent third party.
So what you're saying, you're tower adjacent
I'm tower adjacent, but I am Artarchus.
for the moment.
We'll see what happens.
You are a venture, aren't you?
I am.
You do know Jackson's states, right?
I currently have an understanding with Jackson. Have not had to renegotiate that at this time.
This is interesting. I didn't know he can negotiate with his own clan like this. You must have been special. Normally he doesn't give you a choice. It's either tower or you're considered a caitiff.
I'm making an effort to be useful, and there were some special circumstances.
Your sire didn't get you approved, I'm assuming.
My sire was never in the picture.
Didn't he get eaten?
She, yes.
Oh, right.
Eaten?
A lot of people got eaten that round.
Who were you?
I'm not really sure.
Who were you affiliated with?
I was affiliated with Stanislaus Kretschmann.
Oh no! No! No.
Sounds like I need to make another roll.
That fucking crackpot?
Do I include any amount of status?
Yep.
I mean, technically, my sire was included in his world too, but she also helped eat him. So
Wait, you're telling me your sire helped diablerize Stanislaus?
technically, she helped diablerize her grandfather.
Your sire is. Oh, fuck me.
I did hand you her card.
She actually looks at the card. While Maggie is filling out that card, for your successes, Kyle, Stanislav was, I believe, a 6th generation Malkavian that was known throughout the tower and was also known as trying to get Jackson's favor. On top of that, he has been known throughout several of the Anarchs, not only the Anarchs, but also with the Archons, as in giving them information specifically about Sybil and Agrippa. Sybil, we all know who that is. Agrippa was a quieter one of the same generational line. Though they are quote-unquote sisters, there was always a feud. However, on top of all that, Stanislav was trying to build an army. Everyone heard it was going to be a special army, but they didn't know exactly what. You know what their army was now. On top of that, now that you've heard Olivia being his grandchild, you have heard that he was trying to go through his descendants to find out which ones would make applicable. Yeah, I can't say the word anymore, but that's fine.
Applicable.
Thank you. Applicable descendants or applicable heirs to his large throne if he ever kicked it. Well, the ripples of him being kicked was heard, but no one knows where any of the money or the wealth or anything that he had has gone to. Now you know.
Well, 2 people know, they just don't want it.
Right. And now you know that at least one of his heirs is found, and you are now dealing with the child of the said heir.
All right.
I will be right back. Even though we had a 10-minute break, Storyteller needs to go to the Storyteller room again. I'll be right back. So I'm going to let you all talk about yourselves as Maggie is staring at this card like, holy fuck, and trying to figure out what to do now.
I think she might have figured it out.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like a dumb person.
I don't think so, but most people just don't think of it this quickly. It's normal for them to have a moment.
All right.
Mom said that normal moment usually ends in blood, but I don't have claws like Mom, so there's that.
I mean, you could... The squirrel has claws.
Not like hers!
Have you practiced with them? Might be best to practice in every form that you have so that you're ready to use it when the time comes.
What is on your face? No, what did you... I'll be right back.
So, where are you from? How long have you been in town, Kyle?
Couple of hours.
Just here to help William?
Well, I'm supposed to be here for a while. But, get information through the grapevine, figure if I'm going to be here, much like you were saying, might as well try to be useful.
That makes sense. Who was your friend back with William?
Oh, he wasn't my friend. I know of him.
Okay.
I assume you speak of Olaf?
Yeah, I believe that's the name that I heard.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about him?
The things I know about Olaf are the kind of things that are best left to if you can figure it out for yourself. Be much better for you that way.
Okay.
But also, if you go figuring out what's going on with Olaf, like, be very careful. You don't want to kick that cherry tree.
Fair enough. Sounds like something that, as long as it doesn't come knocking, might be best left alone.
So Maggie will kind of look up from the car going, right, so... And she just listens to everything that was said. Right, so... Chaos has happened. Interesting. You guys are all interconnected to people that are higher up than my pay grade.
You see, you see the way that she's reacting right here? This has been me all night since I met up with y'all.
Sorry?
Technically, since before I met up with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
William has a habit of improving your pay grade really fast.
I've heard of him going from zero to from chill to rage faster than anything in a brouhaha.
He was worse than Frank a couple of times.
Oh God, you know Frank. Oh,
Frank's my mala.
Oh crap. So I'm going out drinking after this.
Would you like to come have some coffee? We can all go to the Scarlet Drop.
I would love to, but being seen out in public with you guys would actually people would think I am going to the other side. So I'm going to respectfully decline, but at the same time I appreciate the offer.
I mean, you could spend some time with me at some point if you wanted to. I'm a known anarch.
Fair.
I'm also a known free agent. I have worked with both sides.
Yes, but going to the opposite Baron's place of business is not something I would normally go to do.
How about opening a Scarlet Drop franchise here?
Are you kidding? In the middle of Augusta's area? Aw, that's a hard pass.
Well, one that she can be involved with and take a piece of the action on.
You see, that's a venture motivation. Like,
I know.
like that would have like if you had made an offer like that to most of your clan, maybe even Prince Jackson, we probably would have had to sit down just to hide the chubby that he would have just sprouted.
Yeah. 110% on that one.
I've never heard that term before.
What, a hard chubby? It's all venture when you're talking business. When you talk business around venture, I'm sorry, it springs up faster with wood than a forest.
I'd never heard the word called a chubby before. I've never heard that.
Right. So
you've only been human-ish for about 6 months, though.
Look,
right.
I'm going to simply say this. We're Brujah. Business ventures like this is not something we do. You're lucky you're talking to me.
I mean, if you would prefer that I start punching, I can do that, but...
How long have you... No. Look, if you're going to try and do a business that will equate to getting on her good side, think rebel. Think anarchy, think chaos, think bringing down the order of things.
Think Frank.
Am
Maybe
your
Augie.
I am literally your antithesis.
You want to get on her boss's good side. Maybe go shoot Alan Sovereign in the head. I do not recommend that course of action, but it would sure as hell get on her boss's good side.
Think like an anarch. Punching our property would be bad. But punching other people's property that she might be able to gain influence in and such, that's good. Make sense?
Yeah.
And she'll look over to her phone where she's starting to... I have to take this call.
How about we get out of your hair at this point? You know how to reach us if you find out anything else.
That would be great.
Morgan will offer a hand to shake, say, nice to meet you, kind of silently wave and head for the door.
Kyle will offer his hand, and if she takes it, he'll turn it, bow down, kiss her knuckle. Seemed appropriate considering when you're from.
She will actually give him, if he knows, a courtly curtsy. And she'll
Covered in glitter, so I'm not touching you again.
She'll simply do this to you.
Okay. Squirrel's gonna jump on Morgan's shoulder again.
And you'll see her take the phone call as the door closes behind you guys.
After we're out of the building.
Oh, I'm not out of the building yet. I am.
Okay.
I'll take that 6 crit for heightened senses to listen in for a bit.
Okay. You will hear the hello. Yeah. You're making my life hell right now. You're about 50 to 60 calls into where the fuck are you? And I just had 3 people come in to see you. No, I don't know who they are. Yeah, I'll find out. No, I don't think it's anything to do with what you're trying to do. However, I have a feeling William is going to send some people in soon, and I really don't want to fucking deal with your bullshit. So get your ass back, or don't. Either way, you're making my life crazy, hellish, and this is not what I signed up for. Yeah, well, fuck you too. Remember who has all the bodies and knows where all the bodies are buried. You come for me, I'll make sure I got shit taken care of. Yeah, no, bitch. Try again. I'm the one who's older than you, and I've survived a lot more. Yeah, uh-huh. I might have dropped that accent I had so long ago, but I can still turn around and use my coffers. And I still have the keys to Hanover Hat Castle. Do you want to be seen again? Don't try me. Get your ass back in here and clean up your mess. I'm out. And you hear the phone click.
He knocks on the door again.
She just takes a deep breath.
He turns off his heightened senses.
She walks over the door. Opens it up. Yeah.
Send me a text. I think I might have a living arrangement for you very shortly.
Okay.
And now he leaves the building.
And as you guys leave the building, you see a rather well-known redhead leaning up against the SUV.
Which redhead? I'm sorry.
Your first name
One
starts
that's not with Kane.
your favorite of all redheads.
Is it Gwen?
Yeah.
I didn't expect the sheriff here. In Anarch territory.
She's just leaning against your car.
Oh, this is the sheriff.
She's just leaning against the car.
Hi, Gwen. Evening. Kyle, meet Gwen. She's the sheriff.
Oh,
Gwen, this is Kyle. He's, I believe, doing a favor for William.
Pleasure. This is a courtesy call. You, and she points to Kyle, have been requested to meet with Mr. Jackson.
right. I guess I'll be meeting up with both of y'all later. Because I mean, I can't say no. A request from a prince is basically a summons with a slight touch of manners.
Well, would you like some company?
Did he ask for all of us?
Sadly, no. Private audience.
Okay. Well, Gwen, you know how to reach me. Kyle, I believe you do as well.
Yep.
I do believe we exchanged numbers back at the Barrens.
Gwen, when you have a moment, I would like to speak with you in private. I understand that you're busy right now.
I'll visit you in a bit.
Sounds good. See you back at my place, I guess.
Yep. Come on. Let's go.
He said that while they were exchanging their words, he just took off his hat, put his helmet back on, strapped the hat down because the last thing he wants is for that thing to blow away. He loves that hat.
She'll get on her bike, kind of rolling it back, looking at Morgan and Melody, going, "You two stay safe. Okay?"
Roll jitters.
I appreciate it.
By the way,
You too.
thanks for the little hint. It's appreciated.
You're welcome. I don't think it serves anyone's purposes to make things messier than they need to be.
Oh, I agree. I just, appreciate the hint. Saying in my way, thanks.
You're welcome, and I'm happy to do it.
Alright, guys. I gotta roll.
As soon as she says that, he starts his engine.
She starts hers and she just zips out first.
He follows right behind.
Yeah, Morgan's getting in the car, and they are rolling out right behind as well, because he's not staying in a strange Anarch barony alone.
No, that's fair. And, Morgan, where are you taking Melody?
Morgan is probably gonna head back to her place to drop her off.
Thank you.
Through the magic of editing, as the as the vehicles separate, and you drop Melody off, Gwen takes Kyle to the tower, and she will park in the underlying garage, wait for him, take the standoff, and go, "We're taking a private elevator."
Switches back into his cowboy hat. Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we got word. And she will walk to, instead of the elevator that like Melody and and Morgan would know, she goes to another elevator that she has to swipe a card in for it to open. And she'll get in, and she'll wait for Kyle. And
Kyle follows immediately.
she will then close it with the swipe of the card and push one button. And as they ascend, she'll look directly at the doors and say, "We got a call on the red phone. He wants to see you now."
Didn't think my cover would be blown so quickly.
There's only 2 people that know about this. And you're talking to one of them.
Well, that's some relief.
There's only 2. The other one you're going to talk to in a minute. The only reason why you're getting a summons is because who you're related to. The other one did not get a summons, and he's glad he left town when he did. Because you know his reputation with that.
Yep.
And as the elevator gets to its level and opens up, it literally walks into a hallway, and there is one door. And she just kind of walks right through to that door, opens it up, and it's a big, huge, broad office. Jackson is seated right smack it behind that desk. She gestures for Kyle to go in.
Kyle strides right in.
Gwen then slowly enters and closes the door and stands by the door. And Jackson just stands up and offers his hand. "It's about time I got to meet you."
Yeah, you're right about that. So, I suppose, for the sake of the traditions, let's get the formalities out of the way first, right?
I'm always about formalities because you know Tower for life.
Roderick Pratchett, child of Robert King, grandchild of Lorelei LeVay, great-grandchild of Cristina Gomez, great-great-grandchild of Ramon de Lanuza, great-great-great-grandchild of Caistia Castillo, great-great-great-grandchild of Rafael de Corazon, great-great-great-grandchild of Caistia Castillo, great-great-great-great-grandchild of Erikel, great-great-great-great-grandchild of Enoch, great-great-great-great-great-great-grandchild of Cain, Archon of the Camarilla, under the service of Justicar Lucinde, presents himself to Prince Jackson of Chicago.
And that's where we're going to end this episode. Thank you everyone for coming in. It was great. Thank you. I was waiting for that actually. Do you know how long it's been? I'm trying not to freak out about this shit. All the information you gave him. Literally, I'm like, oh shit, okay.
I mean, it's not something Olivia's kept to herself, okay?
Yeah, fair. But you guys talked to an Archon. This is beautiful.
You're
muted.
And we're still alive.
Of course, you gave him
Probably
information.
because we shock factored the poor guy.
I mean, not wrong. So, Thorns and Roses, I'm gonna let you written go first.
I don't really have a thorn. I had a lot of fun this session. There were a couple of spots where it was a little awkward and we were we all have a habit of pausing to play off of a player that isn't here today.
Yeah.
You know? But I think once we got through that, it was a really good session. Morgan is probably going to die horribly, but it'll be a fun ride.
It's okay. He's not that kind of Archon unless absolutely required.
Rob, what was your Roses and Thorns?
Oh, Rose, first of all, going through the whole thing again of, being the Archon and not giving it away was just, it was fantastic, and they still don't know, so we're still going to have to find out in the future.
That's
Because unlike Mikey, I don't have plans for Roderick to not stick around. So Kyle will still be. It was like may well still be here next week.
yay.
Okay.
Any thorns?
Not really. No. There's nice, perfectly trimmed rose right there.
And Tanari.
I don't know. It was a chaos shit show from the get-go.
I mean, you did open up with glitter. I think you chose violence this session.
I think I did. And maybe if I foresee something large coming up in the game, I should not be drinking.
I mean,
Not with this character.
I mean, I'm all for the drinking, to be honest, especially when you're making it this much fun.
That's not how that worked with Olivia. Not even close.
Oh, you're not.
Melody's a different monster.
Yes. Yes, she is.
I don't know. Melody's still very early in it. Like Rose's, it was fun to play today. It was a good run, but there's nothing really that stands out.
No, that's fair.
The song was mostly how it ended.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of wanted to end on that really nice high note of things. And yeah, I think it'll be great. I really enjoy it. So, I'm hoping that you all had fun, that you all enjoyed this, and definitely we will be having some talks tomorrow for take a shot.
So there is actually one thing that Morgan would have done when he got back to his lair.
Mm-hmm.
And that is he would have rolled probably finance and resources to see if he could get some space in either his building or a building close by to offer for relocation.
Yeah, Melody also needs to eat somebody before she goes in the house because Tommy is 1 point from a snack.
That's what your care package was from today, from your mother.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm gonna go inside and eat.
Yeah.
Because I thank God didn't come to a head. I was down to 1 point.
Yeah, nope, you're good. I'm glad no blood had spilled this today. Otherwise, the squirrel would have chosen a lot of violence.
Yeah.
But with all that, unfortunately, McSanders is not streaming today, so we can't raid them. So we are going to let you guys find that magical stream that you enjoy. So hopefully
Go to the stream that interests you.
Yeah, pretty much. You're absolutely correct in this. So we hope that you all had a great afternoon with us. And we will see you all tomorrow. So take care, have fun, and bye. Whew. I was sitting on that for almost three. I was sitting on that for like 3 fucking hours, waiting to drop that bomb on y'all.
Yeah. I don't know why you were you I'm sure you were flipping us both off for that one.
Not just Junie.
Just
it's a habit now. It's a hobby. She's earning it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, also, like, it was my character.
But
yes, but
yeah, but you guys
look, my husband rolled Stanislaw. Okay.
Yeah, this is true. We can thank him for Stanislaw. But you could see why I had 2 different story lineups for today, because I wasn't sure if everyone wanted to stop by or not. And
I think that we might still be live.
No, we are.